What up, T34 Manson? Thank you, Blue Balls. That last Tarot Cards and Cops episode 1. Oh, that was a good live. Jax, baby. 7 a.m. Jax. You bring him all in. Yeah, Shan, I bring you in, Shan. And Shan, out of all the times that I have spoken to you, the other day, that was you at your worst. That was you at your fucking worst. And why? Because, one reason, Orange Man bad. That's it. That is all. Okay, before Donald Trump, Shan, you were a normal American where you would support things like getting illegal criminals out of the country. But now what you're doing is you're the type that would go out and bring a whistle and protest ICE. Why? Don't know. Well, no, I do know, actually. Let me answer my own fucking question. Because Orange Man bad. What a joke. You Democrats are a joke, all of you. All of you, and you're getting worse. What's up, Logical? I thought the last live, and it'll be on my YouTube at some point this morning. I think it summarized Islam, right? You had a pedophile, you had a new cult member, and you had somebody that's somewhat normal like yourself.
Yeah, listen, Dave. I had to come up because this Duffy guy is been going around just terrorizing people and just threatening people and just to children, saying that he's okay with having relationship with children. This is disgusting. This is sick. You
Okay,
know.
sure. Let me stop you there. If there wasn't countries that were passing laws to allow the horrendous things that Duffy talks about, I would get how you're offended. However, there are countries that are passing laws, no?
Like the United States.
Go ahead, tell me more.
Okay, is 16 years old a child in the United States?
Okay, go ahead, keep going.
Okay, what's the age of consent in some states in the United States?
Okay, so tell me a state where they are passing laws to allow a 9-year-old to marry.
No. I condemn
Okay,
that.
so no answer. No
I
answer.
condemn. Wait, Dave.
Okay,
Dave,
very good. You
wait,
condemn.
wait,
Okay,
Dave.
logical. No
I
big deal.
condemn.
Okay,
I
but
condemn.
you're up here knocking a pedophile, which once again, I'm not defending that prick.
Yes, I condemn
Okay.
him.
Okay, of course. I'm not condoning him. I'm sorry. I'm not saying he's a great guy. He's an asshole. He should be in jail.
He
But
should be.
whenever he is doing things and defending things that your own religion is trying to pass laws for and they're condoning, that's the problem.
Right. Okay. So since you want to dodge my point about the United States, 16 is a child, Dave. But the age of consent in some states is
Can I
16.
say something to that?
Wait,
Can I say
please,
something to that?
please, wait, let me finish. Would you think that's promoting PDF? Dave, the age of in the United States, 16 is still a child. But the age of
Honestly,
consent is
logical-
16.
logical-
Would
I
you
want to
consider
respond to
that?
this. I can respond to this.
Go on,
Okay,
B.
go
Since
for it.
Okay.
Dave cannot answer. go on.
So my state, Connecticut, 16 is the age of consent. Okay,
Is
but
that
you
a
know
child?
what's-
Is 16 a
but-
child?
absolutely. But you know
Just let her
what's
talk, smack
But you
off.
know what's so interesting about it? Is logical your name? Which I don't know. It needs to be illogical.
Yeah, that's my name.
Because ultimately, do you know? I had tons of child brides in my high school, even middle
Really?
school. Yeah, and you know who they were?
I
They
don't
were
know. Tell me.
Pakistani Muslims and Albanian Muslim girls getting married.
Okay.
Almost all of them. Almost all
Okay.
of them.
Wait. Let me
There was
speak.
at least
B.
10.
Let me speak. Let me speak.
At least
Let
10
her talk.
Yeah.
Logical.
There were at least 10 child brides because we're their children, aren't they not? One of the girls, her name was Elvira. Elvira was 12, 13 years old, getting picked up by her 22-year-old fiance from middle school. Then we had, by the time we got to high school, they were already married and pregnant. And then we had a whole bunch of ASL kids come in, or I'm sorry, ESL kids. And these ESL children were Pakistani Muslims that would talk about being betrothed to their cousins in Pakistan, and they were all Muslim.
Okay, let me speak to that. So,
Okay.
in the whether they're doing it in the United States or Pakistan, if they are breaking the law, then those people are criminals. Okay.
Law, we're talking about morality.
Let me reply
It's a
to that,
question of
please.
morality.
Let me
It's a
reply
question of
to that.
morality.
Let me reply to your points, please, B. You've got to give me time to speak, okay? Now, what determines the marriage or relationship is the age of consent in the country, wherever you live, okay? I don't agree with 9-year-old girls being married. I think that's disgusting, that's sick. In fact, I believe 18 years old above, or maybe 21, should be the right age of consent. Now, so those people who are doing that, whether they're Albanians or Pakistanians, if they do that in America or Pakistan, if they go against the law of the country, then that's criminal behavior. I don't condone that kind of behavior.
No, but we're not
Okay?
talking about the law. We're talking about
Let me
morality.
finish. Let me finish,
You keep
B.
reiterating the
Let
same
me
thing.
finish. Let me
You're
finish.
reiterating the same
Okay,
thing.
in the United States, there's many American citizens who are not Muslims, whether they are white or black, that marry or have relationship with young children. So you have these kind of people in every society. Go ahead. I'll keep quiet.
But your religion encourages it.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
the difference. Yes, it does.
Can you provide evidences to me those where, please?
Your holy prophet did it himself.
Yeah, just because he did it, it doesn't mean
Does that
we
not
should
set
do
the
it.
standard? Wait a minute. In our religion, in Christianity, it says we are supposed to try our very best to emulate Jesus and be like him. So are
Okay.
you not supposed to be like the prophet?
Okay, I'm gonna give you this example. Jesus wasn't married. I think he was unalive at the age of 33. Why are Christians married? If Jesus is a perfect example, why do Christians get married?
It's recommended to remain single, but marriage is permitted.
Okay,
but-
but why do Christians get married?
Why? Because it represents a relationship between Christ and his church.
But
Now,
Jesus,
why do
but Jesus,
why?
wait,
How
Jesus
can
is
you
your perfect
separate?
example.
I don't understand. How can you separate that your holy prophet can marry children and say, well, that doesn't actually have an impact on the rest of the religion?
Do you know my
That's not-
religion? Wait, B, in my religion, not everything the prophet did, we have to do it. Okay? In fact, there's nowhere in my religion that tells us
Didn't say you have to do it, but he set
B,
the
wait.
standard.
B, wait. There's nowhere in the Islamic scriptures that says we should marry 9-year-old girls.
No, but it allows for it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't allow that
allows for it.
because my religion.
That's forbidden in Christianity. It's forbidden.
B in my
Your religion
religion
teaches it's supposed to happen. My religion teaches it's forbidden.
You've got to give me time to speak, B, please. In my religion, yeah, the age of consent 1,400 years ago and now it's not going to be the same. Why? Because society has changed. Society is different.
No,
And that's why
wrong.
in most
Never.
Muslims. Wait,
no
let me
society.
finish. That's why in most. Let me finish.
There's no
let me
society
finish,
in the world that thought prepubescent children
Wait, hold
were
on.
suitable for marriage.
Logical. I'm just telling you, every time I host you, okay, I just find it painful. Okay, because you
because you
whine
can't
and bitch.
handle
No,
me.
oh, shut the fuck up. You whine and bitch and moan. Okay, it is what it is. Thank you, Nunu. I'm just telling you that if that idiot from the last live before it got taken down, if he responded to you like, look, logical, I'm just emulating or I'm just acting like the prophet, he wouldn't be wrong.
Okay. No, he would be wrong because we are Dave, wait. We Muslims are only bound to follow the prophet's teachings if it is compulsory. If they are compulsory, we are only supposed to follow that eternally. Now, when it comes to marrying a 9-year-old girl in the modern standards, that's not allowed.
Assalamu alaikum,
Because
you good one, bro.
Walaikum
Oh, hell
salam
yeah,
to you,
T.
walaikum salam.
All right,
Never allowed.
Hold on.
Let me
Logical. No, just shut up for a second, please. Ari, logical? Stop, please. Ari, where are you from, Ari?
Me.
Me, Dave.
Who's me?
It's me, Dave. I never lose, Dave.
Is that Zio Hunter?
Yup.
Wait, is it really Zio? All right, Zio Hunter, you know the rule. 30 seconds and then you're done.
Look, Dave, I'm here to ask you for more time. Is that all right with you, man?
No, absolutely not. Once again, the deal I've given you for years now is you get 30 seconds to say your anti-Semitic bullshit, and the deal is you don't bring back another one of your 6.3 million accounts and try and get back up here. 30 seconds starts now. Go.
Look, look. I noticed you talking about 911 earlier. Look, everybody can search this up. Search up how those 5 dancing Israelis, Oded Elner, Yaron Shmuel, Paul and Sivan Kurzberg, and Omri Marmari, even though they failed lie detector tests in custody, they were pardoned and sent back to Israel by Michael Chertoff, the secretary of the DHS, who was a dual citizen of Israel himself, whose mother was a Mossad agent. He sent them back to Israel, where they went on Israeli national TV on Channel 2, Israeli television, and they said, we were sent there to film.
All right, Zio Hunter, everybody. All right, go ahead, Logical. What was it?
Yeah.
T, I don't know what happened to you, but
Yeah.
go ahead, Logical.
Yeah. So listen, in the current standards, the way our religion teaches is that the way society is, we should conform and fit with it as long as it is not a sin. So in the current situation, the way we're living now, the age of consent should be at least 18 or 20 years old. That's why.
It doesn't make any sense.
Let
It
me
doesn't
finish,
make-
B.
No,
please.
no,
Let me
it's
finish.
interactive. In
20 seconds, less
in
than
what
20 seconds, I'm
society?
done.
Wait, no. In what society in history were men supposed to be attracted to little girls that didn't have breasts, that didn't have a curvaceous body, didn't have hips? What society? That doesn't make sense.
Okay, I'll tell you which society. So in the United States, 150 years ago, in Delaware State, the age of consent was 7 years old. A girl can be married at the age of 7.
What?
That's your country, United States.
I'm not talking about law.
No.
I'm not talking about laws. I'm talking about
You said what society?
when in history did men not like breasts and ass?
Okay, and I'm giving you a scenario in your own country, United States.
No,
150
that you're
years
giving me
ago.
laws. I don't
Okay,
care about laws.
Dave,
When
can
did
you-
men not like women? When? What society did men not like women?
Hang on, Dave. I wanted you to put me on the screen, and then I,
don't know.
can
Is
show
it
this
confusing
lady.
what I'm asking you? Is it confusing? I think I'm asking pretty directly. Like, when did men not like women?
Dave, can you put me on the big screen, please, Dave?
Yeah, I guess. I find you extremely painful to listen to.
Yeah, because Dave, I give facts and evidences. That's the thing, Dave.
Yeah,
give
but
facts and
once again, can you
evidences.
just answer that question that Bianca asked? Answer her question.
I will answer as soon as I show you this. I
Okay,
promise
so
you.
no.
It's not about law. I'm not asking about laws. I'm asking what society in history were men not designed to like grown women with women bodies?
Wait, please, just wait.
I know
please.
men like big women, men like small women, men like tall women, men like short women. There's different women,
Okay,
but they're all women.
Yeah. Look, the United States, different states, the age of consent, 150 years ago.
Getting it through his head.
Let me
He
speak.
doesn't understand.
Please.
I don't care about laws. I
You
care
won't let
about
me talk. You won't let me talk.
biology. Men are designed to like women.
Dave,
with
she won't let me
curves
talk, Dave.
on their bodies.
I'll be honest.
9-year-old little girls do not have curvy bodies. They don't have the ability to do. I don't even want to go into it. Don't sit here and tell me law. Well, it was legal here. I don't give a flying fudge. I want to know when men in what society did not like women bodies.
Listen, I think you've got to stop doing this, okay?
You've got to stop doing it because you're not focused on what I'm asking you. Do you find little children attractive?
No, of course not.
Biologically, why?
Okay.
Why? Why
Wait.
don't you find little kids attractive? Tell me.
B. Because the kids are too young and they...
What makes them too young?
Oh my God. Because of their age.
Not because their bodies are not attractive to
Yes,
you?
their bodies as well, yes.
Okay, so then why then are you saying that men back then didn't like voluptuous women or
I'll tell
curves?
you why. Back then, the life expectancy, people used to be unalive the age of 18, some of them 25, 35. So because the way society was, the life expectancy was low, the girls used to get married at an early age back in the day.
14, 15, 16. At 14, 15, it's terrible, but at least you have a woman or the beginning of a woman body, like
In
a
the
womanly body.
wait. In the
Not at
United States.
9. Definitely not at 9.
B, you've got to let me talk, please. In the United States, in Delaware State, the age of consent was 7 years old in Delaware State. This is in your own country.
Okay, gross. So what?
So that proves my point. This was
Doesn't.
normal back in the day.
My question is a question of biology, not about laws.
But do you acknowledge, though, this was in your country?
Yes, nobody's
Yeah.
disputing that.
Exactly. This is my point. In the ancient times, is different to nowadays.
No.
Nowadays, if you if you do that, that would
So wait, is it fair to say that in ancient times there were laws that allowed it? Right? That's statement 1. And then statement 2 would be currently today some Muslim countries are passing laws to match what you're knocking back then.
No.
You're
What
criticizing the state of Delaware, but there are Muslim countries that are trying to pass laws to match what Delaware did.
Okay. And I condemn that for them.
Is it
doing that.
factually true, what I'm saying?
Okay. In Iraq.
Yes or no, please?
In some Muslim
Okay.
countries right now, like Yemen and Afghanistan, they could marry at the age of 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay,
And
so
I
my
condemn that.
question to
Dave,
you,
I condemn
well,
that.
hold on, logical. Why are you up here criticizing the state of Delaware instead of criticizing the Muslim countries that are doing exactly what you're talking about?
Okay, I wasn't actually criticizing the state of Delaware. I'm just giving an example. In the ancient times, people used to get married earlier. Wait, B, please let me speak.
Oh,
I
shut
was
up,
giving- I
logical.
was-
Shut up. Just go.
You've got to let me talk, Dave. So what I'm saying is, in the ancient times, Dave, people used to get married earlier because of the way society was. Of course, nowadays you can't do that because people live longer now. The life expectancy is a lot higher now. So it's not good to marry girls at a young age. They should be allowed to grow until 21 or 25 and get married. I don't agree with Iraq, Afghanistan, or Iran marrying young girls. I'm against that because I understood the society is different now. You know, obviously in the ancient times, even in the UK, the age of consent used to be 10 years old. You know, in fact, Richard the
Who cares
Lionheart,
about the laws? Who cares about age of consent?
Richard the Lionheart.
No, there's
he
something
married-
wrong with a man
You
who
won't let me
wants
talk.
to lay down with a child.
You want to listen? If you're talking about today, B, yes, I fully
No,
condemn it.
always. Children should be
Well,
protected.
you should go and tell those people back in the day why
I'm
they did
telling
that.
you because you worship this freaking thing, and they don't worship him, but whatever.
You don't worship
As your
him.
prophet, your prophet. Okay, the leader of your religion condoned this.
No. He didn't. He didn't tell us to marry 9
No,
years old girls.
condone meaning he did it himself.
Okay, but he didn't tell us to do it. He didn't tell us that.
Oh, so you're not supposed to follow the leader?
No. Listen, that is why I said not everything he did we're supposed to do it.
Would you?
We're
Okay,
not-
so when you see a P3, okay, and you see him
What's
out
a
in the
P3?
streets,
What's a P3?
A pedophile.
Oh, okay.
okay, you
PDF. A PDF.
you go
okay.
you go see one out on the streets. Your first inclination is not to shoot him in the head.
No, I'll call the police. I wouldn't take the law.
No,
into my own
you.
hands.
So
I'll
you
call
don't
the
think
police.
that exactly? That's the problem.
I wouldn't take the law into my own hands.
I think
because
all
that's illegal.
pedophiles should die a painful
Well,
death.
I wouldn't do it myself. I'll call the police. Let the
Okay.
law, let the
Except
police
your-
and the law. Wait,
Everybody
B,
except your prophet.
B, wait. Let the
No.
police and the law deal with people who break the law. I'm not gonna.
So you
shoot
don't think
anybody.
they deserve the death penalty?
I think by law, yes. If somebody commits a crime, I think the government should give them on a life punishment. Yes, by law.
But
But
then
it's
that's a
not.
double
It's not for
standard.
me. It's not for me to do that. B. It's not for me to do that because I'm not the law.
It's a
And
double
I
standard.
advise you if you see a PDF, I advise you call the police. Don't take the
No.
law into your own
If I
hands.
catch somebody in the act of harming a child, even if it's
You
not
would
my
be
own child,
you would be
I don't care.
prosecuted for
I'd
an
be
assault.
happy going to jail for 10 years. I'd be happy.
Well, my advice is don't do
Going
that.
to jail for
Just call
10
the police.
years.
Just call the police.
You
It's better.
kidding me? Honestly.
because that's the reason why we
All
have
right,
the
so
police.
logical. I just want to just take a step back and just for people that were listening to the last live, if their takeaway is that broadcast sums up Islam pretty well. Do you
No, it
agree with that
doesn't.
or disagree?
Okay,
How not?
I disagree because I believe this Duffy guy. I don't believe he's a Muslim. I think he is going out there constantly saying these things to give Muslims and Islam a bad name. You can see clearly I came as a Muslim, a true Muslim, and challenge him about his views because I don't believe this guy is a real Muslim. Because if he's a real Muslim, why would he be going around every day? Because I've watched him before so many times, every day and talking like this, Dave. How do you know he's a Muslim? Just because he claimed to be a Muslim, right? So
How do I
I
know
don't
you're a Muslim?
because I can back up my facts from the
What are you talking
scriptures.
about? He was quoting different things of the Quran.
Okay, so he's quoting in Surah 532. That's talking about if people break a law, if people go against the government in a Muslim country, of course, and attack the government and attack Islam, then those people should be punished. He's actually misquoting the scriptures rather than say and is saying that it's about everyone. No, he's not in any power to carry the punishment. Is the government, and this punishment has to be done in a Muslim country like Saudi Arabia. Just like in the US, when the US citizens commit a crime, it is the US law enforcement that punish the crime, the criminal. But he's twisting it and say he can do it. He has no right to do that. Dave, there's a verse in the Quran in Surah 60, verse 8 and 9, where
I
it
really don't
says,
care. I don't care.
no.
I don't
Let me
care.
let me give you
I'm
references.
just telling you that last broadcast summarized your religion perfectly.
What about
You
me
had
then? Does it
hold
summarize
on, I'll explain. I'll
my
explain.
behavior?
We had one straight up terrorist and pedophile. That would be Dafi. We had you, a normal Muslim, and then we had a new cult member that had no clue how to defend why they joined the cult.
It's not a cult.
So,
It's not a cult. It's a way of life. It's not a cult.
well, okay,
Okay,
whatever.
Dave, you're calling Islam a cult because you believe our laws are barbaric. Do you know the Bible
No,
has?
no.
Do you know the Bible has Sharia law? Do you know that?
Once again, I'm not calling it because of your religious text. I'm calling it because there are people that come up and defend the indefensible like it's a cult.
Okay,
Does that make sense? How can you sit there and defend Muslim rape gangs in London?
No, I
How can
don't.
you?
I don't.
Okay, but there are people that
Yes, and
do
those
just that.
people, Dave, I condemn them and they're criminal. They should be prosecuted for such behavior. That's not
Right.
good, Dave.
And then whenever you sit there, there are people that come up and defend 9/11.
Yes,
Come up and
again,
defend terrorist attacks.
again, Dave. That's a sick, disgusting thing to do, Dave. They some Christians, Dave, yeah, who justify the unaliving of gay people, the attack of the what do you call it, the abortion clinics, right? They justify these things. Does that mean you're going to include all Christians for this kind of behavior? No, Dave. Every society,
Thanks,
Dave,
Jay.
has got these type of people, and you know that,
Jay.
Dave. You
But
know
there's
that.
only okay. Do you agree that your religion, at the very least, has a PR problem?
I would say yes. There are some
Okay.
people who have a problem in my religion who do tea attacks, but it's not exclusively to Muslims. You have Jewish extremists who commit tea attacks, Christians extremists who commit tea
Sure.
attack, and white extremists, black extremists. You have them everywhere, Dave.
Of
It's not
course,
just
there's
only the Muslims.
extreme people within any group,
That's my
right?
point, Dave. Thank you.
Okay,
That's my
but there's
point.
okay, great. We agree, but there's only one extreme group that are putting on suicide vests, that are hijacking planes, that are doing car rammings, and that is your religion. There's
How
no
can-
way around it.
How
Okay,
can you
but
compare?
there's
No, wait, 1 second. Wait,
there's-
you've been talking. I haven't spoken as much. How can you even compare and say, well, Christians or Jewish people, other religions, when in reality, okay, how many Muslims exist in the world?
over
How many
two,
Muslims?
over 2 billion.
Okay, so there's
Allegedly.
2 billion,
No,
and
it's a fact.
if 15 to 20% of them are radicalized, how much is that?
Okay, I don't believe in that stats. By
Okay,
the way,
but if
can
they,
you,
let's say,
I don't believe in that stats. I
okay,
think that stats is
well,
false.
what's 10%?
I don't believe in that. I think that's too much.
Millions upon millions upon millions upon millions upon millions. Okay, that is a lot of people.
All right. If you say the
There is
Muslim,
not millions of Christian
B,
terrorists or Jewish terrorists.
wait. If you say the 25% of the Muslim population are extremists, that's going to be at least over 400 million Muslims. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is
Exactly.
absolute nonsense. That is. That is not true.
Exactly.
That is not true. That is a stat made up by Islam.
Even if it's 10%, it's still
It's not.
millions upon millions.
It's not 10%. It's far less than that.
No.
What percentage do you think it is?
So I would say it's because Muslim population is quite big. It's like 2 billion. So I would say it's less than 0.5%.
Lies. You're a liar.
That's what I'm saying. That's what. Okay,
You're
can
a
you?
liar.
Okay.
Logical.
Okay. How many T attacks happen in the United States, and how many people committed T attacks by Muslims in the United States?
Go ahead. Give me the numbers.
I don't know. You tell me.
But we're just not talking about the United States, to be fair, right?
I know that.
The United States Muslim population is very small right now, and that should be our country, one of our top goals as a country.
Okay.
Because if the Muslim population in this country hits 15 or 20%, we are fucked.
Okay, what about the Christian T attacks?
1 to 1.4% of our population is Muslim. That's only a few million people.
How many T attacks happen in the United States by Muslims? Can you answer the question, please?
We have freaking the FBI. We have Department of Homeland Security. We have tons of resources, the NSA, that are working to make sure that any terror cells
Exactly,
are
Randy, and not in a
stopped.
good way.
Can you give me the stats? How many Muslims committed T attacks?
Doesn't matter. You know how many
It
terror
does,
attacks would
because
happen
we're
in
talking
Israel?
about stats.
No. You know how many terror attacks would happen in Israel if they were unchecked, unvetted, and unorganized?
And how many T attacks happened to the Palestinians by the Israelis? Plenty.
None.
Yes, plenty. The settlers attack Palestinians. They terrorize them and they commit T attacks against them. Plenty of
All right,
them.
hold on one second. Zach, where are you from, Zach?
The UK.
All right, and why did you come up?
No, I was gonna say it was Christian terrorists that gave us the H.
Is this Zach? Zachary, are you the dumb fuck that's here often?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Okay, so new username, new photo. Why are you here?
No, I was gonna say Christians gave us the H cost. 6 million Jews got unalive.
Exactly. Dave, what do you say about that?
He was not a Christian. So
hang
no.
on. Do you want me to hang on?
He was a Christian.
Dude, let me speak.
Was not, because Jesus didn't teach us that. Jesus
Okay,
was a
shall
Jew.
I get the quote?
Jesus was a Jew. What, he's gonna tell us to unalive Jews when he's a
Shall I
Jew
get the
himself? That's
quote?
stupid.
Shall I get the quote from the mustache man himself where he says Christianity
Give
made
me
you
a
do
quote
it?
from the New Testament.
No, I'm
Give
gonna
me a
get his
quote from our book that says that was justified by Christianity. That's what I want.
Synagogue of Satan.
That's not what that
Synagogue of
means.
Satan.
That's not what
Yeah,
that
well,
means.
that's what the mustache man used.
Well, he's stupid then. He doesn't know how to understand scripture. The synagogue of Satan was in reference to hypocrites, those who pretend to be righteous, holy people but are not. What are you talking about?
That's what Christians see Jews as.
Okay, so he misinterpreted the Bible, but that doesn't mean that you can unalive Jews when they were Jews themselves. He also said he came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Paul said he would die and go to hell to make sure all Jews get into heaven. What are you talking about? That sounds stupid.
Well, he said it. He did it in the name of Christianity. He did it.
But no, he didn't.
Yeah,
what can I tell you?
Shall I bring
what
the
can I tell you?
quote?
So are you saying that everybody who says that they do their T attacks in the name of Islam are truly representing Islam?
Well, that's what you guys say.
No, I'm asking you.
No.
I'm using your logic. Oh
No.
So then don't say that bullshit because it's wrong.
Well, don't accuse us then of that.
All right, hold on. Come on. I don't want to drop one of you fucking morons, okay? I have Zach and Logical. This is pure hell. You guys are both fucking morons. Okay, so it is what it is. No, honestly, you're right. I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because we are
Okay, it
speaking
just
facts.
doesn't.
Because we're speaking facts. That's why, Dave.
Okay, so all right, so I asked you the question, logical. Do you at least admit there's a PR problem within your religion?
I
You
said yes,
said
some.
yes.
Yes, some of
Okay.
them. Yes, I know
So
that.
do you agree that the extreme part of your religion is doing a lot of damage to it? Yes or
Yes,
no?
yes, yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Zach,
Yeah.
do you agree with that? Yes?
no.
No. Okay, so tell me why no.
Yeah, that's because it's the American mainstream media that demonizes us so they can push the war on terror, right? That's why they do
Okay,
it.
so logical, your thoughts on that? He's
So
saying,
so
go ahead.
Zach is correct in terms of the media demonizing Muslims. They use that a lot. But I do agree that there is a problem with some tiny minority of Muslims who are doing these atrocious things to give us bad name. Yes, I do agree. But also
And hang on, hang on.
also wait, let me finish, Zach, please, okay? But I do agree with you, Zach, just to let you know that what you said. But also there are extremist Jews and Christians too. They also give bad names to Jews and Christians and Hindus as well in India. It's not exclusive to Muslims. This is my point here. Go on, Zach.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, you know Bruce Hoffman, the guy from the CIA who's the head of the terrorism unit, he said
Oh,
Jews
you're back to
invented
this.
terrorism. Yeah, he said Jews
Okay,
invented
so
terrorism.
my next question is
And
very
you didn't
simple.
address that, Dave.
Okay, no problem. My next question is very simple. Why is it any time throughout the world where there's a population of people and all of a sudden Muslims come in and take over and they reach 25%? Why is it that city, that borough, that country goes to shit? Why is that? Why do you think that is?
That's not true, though.
Okay, give me an example.
Well, London is diverse. It's not just Muslim immigrants, is it?
Okay, fair enough. London is diverse, but what happened was, and correct me if you think I'm wrong, that as the Muslim population increased, so did all the crimes.
That's
Okay,
not true.
and you
That's,
could
that's not true.
wait, hold on one second. We pulled up every single borough within London, and every single one of them increased in murder and violent crimes, comparing to when Sadiq Khan took office. And every go ahead.
Wait, Dave. Wait.
No,
Let
I
me
was gonna say,
Zach.
Hold
Zach,
on,
wait, Zach, let me
hold
say
on,
this.
hold on. Only
no.
one dumb fuck at a time. Go ahead,
Let me
Zach.
speak.
Respond.
So, Dave, your hero Donald Trump said it's Mexicans that are bringing all the crimes, and Mexicans are Christians.
Wait,
by the
why
way.
are we talking about Donald Trump? We're talking about London and Sadiq Khan.
Yeah,
Give me
and
stats. Give me
He's running.
stats. Don't
so
deflect.
London.
Don't run
Okay.
from the United to the U.S.
So when it
Focus
comes
on
to
London. Go ahead.
when it comes to London, the biggest criminals are actually the Romanians and the Eastern Europeans, actually.
Okay, so it was very simple, Zach. Is this a true statement or not?
No,
As the
so
Muslim population increased in London, crime went up. Factually
that
true or no?
that's not true because most Muslims are
Okay,
born there.
show me stats that I'm wrong. Show me stats.
Show me stats that says it's true.
Okay, very good. Good argument. Great job, Zach. Logical. Go ahead. What were you saying?
If Dave, if we don't know our history, when we came to Europe, we are the reason the European Christians have been enlightened with science. Just to let you know that we are the pioneers of science. A lot of the European science comes from them mixing with
I
Muslims.
have no clue what the fuck you're talking about.
Wait. When the Muslims
Talking about chemistry
wait,
and algebra, and he's
Oh,
saying
fuck
it
yeah.
comes from the Muslims.
wait.
He's
Let
saying
me talk, please. Let me talk.
Muslims
B.
created chemistry and
B.
algebra.
Let me
That's
talk.
where he's
Let me
going with
talk.
this.
Okay. B. At least B knows these things, Dave. You don't know these things. Okay. Not just algebra and chemistry. There's many other things like that the Muslims, when they came to Europe, they enlightened the European Christians. So no, not
Okay,
everywhere we
so
go we cause problem. We actually are the pioneer of science. You see, the Europeans are proud of. We are the ones
okay,
that help
tell
you
me
Unites
to
the
do that.
entire world.
tell me a city or a state where the Muslim population has increased and it's thriving.
Okay, I'll give an example. Saudi Arabia. Yeah, in Saudi Arabia used to be an Arab pagan society. Muslims took it over, and then they increased their good in society. How about that one?
No, wrong. Wrong.
Was
Saudi
Was
Arabia.
Saudi
No.
Arabia? Wait.
Saudi Arabia was a Bedouin desert land until they found
Was it a
oil.
pagan? Was it a pagan
Until
country?
they found oil, and then they struck it rich.
Dave.
Now they have like this
Okay,
huge
wait.
oil industry that makes them all ballin'. Not because of Islam. They got lucky.
Prior to 7th century, the Saudi Arabians were pagans. They weren't Muslims, right?
And the Jews
Wait.
Saudi
Let me
Arabia.
finish. So prior to 7th century, the Saudi Arabian society were Arab pagans, and they weren't Muslims. Muslims took over the land, and then look at it. We enlightened the world from Saudi Arabia, from Mecca all the way. In fact, we conquered. We were the leaders of the world at the time. So yes, Islam. Wherever Islam goes, most of the time, Muslims do well. Yes, there you go.
Would you rather live? I don't know where you live, Logical, but would you rather have your city or neighborhood all of a sudden 10,000 Muslims move in or 10,000 Jews?
Do you know what? I don't mind either, as long as I get on well with them and we have no issues. As long as they're good to me and I'm good to them, I don't discriminate, Dave.
Okay, so you're not answering the question.
Okay, so if you force me in the corner and say you got this choice, you have to pick one, then I have to pick my own Muslim brothers and sisters. If I'm forced, if I got only one option. But in terms of living with Jews and Muslims, I can live with both without any problems. I'm okay with
Okay,
Jews. I
so
don't have
let's just
issues
say
with Jews.
hypothetically, let's say we have Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, two random cities in my state. In Pittsburgh, we put 10,000 Jews in it, and in Philly, we put 10,000 Muslims in it. What do you think the differences are going to be?
Not much, because both
Really?
sides. Not
Really?
much. No, not much.
Yeah, but
How long before some people in Philadelphia, the Muslim part of the state, people are arrested for planning a terrorist attack? Because that's what has happened in Dearborn, right?
Yeah,
Not
but
much.
hang on.
Not much. That's
Hang
not
on.
this idea that Muslims are criminals. This is a lie.
Hang on.
Go on, Zach.
I'm saying that even the FBI was caught staging tear attacks. They recruit Muslims as well. Like
Where?
you didn't hear about that in 2000?
Tell me more.
Yeah, you should look that up. It was on the Guardian how the FBI recruits Muslims to commit acts of tear attacks.
Pull it up. Where?
It was on the Guardian, and Human Rights Watch even reported it too.
Okay, so
and by the way,
wait,
Dave, you do know the CIA also stages false flag attacks. Like everyone knows that.
like what?
Operation Northwoods, the Levon affair. Have you heard of them?
Okay, go ahead.
How the U.S. was planning to stage tear attacks and blame it on Cuba. They were planning to do that. How Israel recruited Egyptian Jews.
Why is it when I ask a question?
Muslims.
I just don't get it. Why is it when I ask a question, you deflect to something completely different, little Zach?
No, it's related to tear attacks. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
so once again, 10,000 Muslims in Philly, 10,000 Jews in Pittsburgh.
It
Who's gonna
depends.
have? Who's
It
gonna have more
depends.
problems on
Okay,
what?
the Muslims the criminal Muslims, what are they influenced by? Gang culture. That's got nothing to do with religion. Like, come on.
You sound like Black Americans now.
Yeah, but hang
Okay,
on.
too funny.
What does Islam have to do with gang culture, like the mafia or the Crips and Bloods? I mean, that's got nothing to do with religion. I mean, we don't promote
It's
that.
crime, not terrorism.
Well, you can be both, right? I mean, Donald Trump said Mexicans are terrorists, right?
There we go. We're back to Trump.
Oh
But
my God, you're just diverting and deflecting.
Why do
No,
you
hang
do
on.
that, Zach? Why do you even come up? Because you can't debate. You don't answer questions, and you
no.
deflect back to Trump. Why is that? Why even
No, I'm
come up
saying
here?
Trump said Mexicans are the criminals.
We're
He didn't say
back.
Muslims.
We're not talking about Donald Trump.
I know.
Well, to be
I'm talking
fair-
about
well,
what
to
he
be
said
fair-
about criminals.
Those Somalis that are stealing
Right.
from the government are criminals.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about what Donald Trump said. about
What
criminals.
about Donald Trump? Listen, I
Zach,
can
you're
meet
so
you
bad at
wherever you
this.
go, big
You're
boy.
so
I can
bad
meet
at
you
this.
At every entrance, I will be standing there, diverting you back to the original point.
If
Okay,
all the Muslims had to leave the United States, what would we miss?
well, you still have a gang problem, right?
Okay, that's not what. Okay, so good job. Nothing.
I mean, you got the Italian mafia, you got the Crips and the Bloods, you got the Russian mafias.
Organized
The
crime. not
question
terrorism.
was, what would we miss?
Our food, obviously.
Okay. Okay. Give me an example.
I never ate from Muslim establishments.
Yeah, I have no clue what Muslim food is.
Well,
Never.
Your food is trash. Anyway.
When I lived in my food. Are you kidding me? You don't
Who's
even know what I'm
her?
talking
What is her food?
Yeah, what's my food?
I don't know. Are you American? I'm KFC. You guys are the fattest nation on the planet. I mean, come on.
I am not exclusively American. That's my nationality, but my ethnicity. What's my ethnicity for you to say my food is
And
shit?
Alex Jones said the water that you drink turns you gay. So
Yeah, there is that truth in the water. But again, deflecting and diverting.
Wait, are we
What
back
is
to
my
the frogs being gay?
ethnicity? Yeah, we should do
isn't
that.
that what you guys have a problem with?
Zach, are you? Hey, Zach, are you a gay? Are you a gay?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. What was your next point? You sounded sad when you said no.
No, I'm just in bed. That's all.
But when okay, okay, fair enough. Go ahead.
No, carry on. I'm done.
Are you okay, Zach?
No.
Zach, you're very bad at this. Logical is better at debating, but he is just as boring. There's no doubt about that. So hold on. Let me get I am up here.
Dave, you know I've kicked your ass before in the debate. You know that. That's why you run away from me. You run away from me because I always humiliate you.
Give me an example. Logical. Give me an example.
When we debated first time ever, do you remember?
No.
Okay, you're done. I do. That's why you forgot, because I cooked you, right?
Okay.
We debated about the theism around the world, right? And you said Muslims are doing it. So I said, hang on a minute. Your country, United States, is the one going around and invading people's lands and causing chaos around the
But
world.
how did you cook me?
Well, I cooked you on many things. Like one of them is that the
Okay.
US is the one causing violence around the world. That's a fact. That's undeniable. You said to me, name me one thing Muslims have done around the world. So I said to you, Steve Jobs, that maybe you might be using Apple or iPhone. Steve Jobs comes from a Muslim background, just to let you know that.
And
So
this was you
a
cooking me.
Muslim child,
A Muslim child. Steve Jobs was adopted.
Okay,
Yeah, but his
exactly,
father was
because
Syrian, though.
exactly because
So that
because
doesn't. He
wait,
doesn't. Did he have a relationship with him? He was
wait.
adopted. He
This
had a
is how you
relationship
cook
with his
me, Logical.
father.
Can I
You
finish?
are-
Can I finish, please? B. The reason why he was adopted is because
Okay, did he practice Islam? Yes or no?
Dave, let me
He didn't know anything about that.
finish. Let me finish my sentence, please. The reason why he was adopted because his grandfather, maternal grandfather, was racist and didn't want his mom to be married to a Muslim man. To be
Okay,
in a
how does
relationship
that
with
give
a
him-
Muslim man. That's why. But
How
he
does that
comes
give
from
him
a Muslim
any knowledge
background.
of Islam?
So a Muslim, Dave, without a Muslim person, you wouldn't be able to be using the iPhone. There you go.
Yes or no, Logical? Did Steve Jobs?
No, he
practice
didn't
Islam?
because he didn't
Okay, so
because
don't call him
Okay,
a
very
Muslim
good.
person.
Okay, so that's
Don't
you
call him a
cooking me.
Muslim
but his
person.
That's you
father,
cooking
hang on.
me.
But his father is a Muslim. So if his father didn't give birth to him, yeah, you wouldn't be using the iPhone, Dave. That's the
Okay.
reality here.
Give birth.
No, I said
Okay,
birth
so
in terms of
somebody on my great grandmother's side owned slaves. Does that make me a slave owner?
No, but what I'm saying is
Okay, so how does it make Steve Jobs a Muslim?
because I didn't say what I'm saying that he comes from a Muslim background. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say he's a Muslim. I said he comes from a Muslim background
It means
because
nothing.
Okay,
because
all right.
his
Let's just
dad
move
is a
past this.
Muslim.
Let's move past this. You're embarrassing yourself.
You got cooked.
Let's
you got
just
cooked,
say
bro.
Okay, I got cooked. No problem. Let's just say hypothetically, every single Muslim, they're gone. Okay, one way or another, they're
God
just
forbid.
gone.
God forbid.
Okay, what would the world miss out on?
The world will miss out on people challenging, disgusting things like LGBTQ wokeism because we Muslims, we are the ones standing up against these things.
Well,
more than
Zach's a
anybody.
gay, so take it easy on Zach. But continue.
Well, You know that we Muslims are the most resilient people when it comes to wokeism. You know that, Dave, right? And you can testify to that. And you know,
Okay, we don't need help there. We don't
You
need help
guys
from
like to vote
Muslims.
leftists.
Go ahead.
So
You
look,
guys, but they
So
like
look.
to vote leftists and progressives into office. They love it. I saw an interview with Imam Tawhidi that explains that Muslims will always vote leftists
That
and
guy is a
progressives
Shia.
because they're more sympathetic to the Muslim cause, so they can take
Imam
over.
Tawhidi is a Shia, dude.
I love him.
It's
He's
not.
a
It's not
Zionist.
even. He's
He's a
not. He's not.
I don't
Zionist
even know
I
who
Shia.
that
don't. I
is.
don't believe he's a Muslim.
He exposes what you guys are doing
He's a
and what you
Zionist.
think.
He's not
He's
a
a
Muslim.
Zionist.
He's not a Muslim.
Exactly, because he
He's a
exposes.
Hey,
Zionist.
you know
He
what, B?
exposes what you guys are doing.
Hey, B. You know what? I would love to meet Imam Tawhidi and have a debate
Logical,
with
are
him.
you Somali by any chance? You have an
No.
accent.
No, I'm not.
No?
Listen,
Mm.
I'm actually. I'm from the same family as Dave, so I'm white like Dave. But I left Christianity, and I.
You sound like there's a guy from the UK that could, he does skits and he's Somali and you have the same accent
No,
as him.
no, I'm not. I'm not Somali.
Where's
But,
your family from? Pakistan?
I would rather not comment about my ethnicity, but you
Okay,
guys
so
called
Pakistan
me.
it is. All right,
That's
so
what
you're
you guys
Pakistan.
called me. So yeah,
Okay.
listen, Dave. Yeah, it's
Okay, wait,
Fran?
hold on. Just nobody is answering my question. Just very simply, let's just say 5 decades from now, there is no more Islam throughout the world. For
Yeah.
one reason or another, it's gone. All right. Let me give you the positive things that will happen. Right. Terrorism attacks throughout the world go down. That's a great thing. Maybe these Muslim countries that are allowing child marriage, that's no longer happening. So that's a good thing. Tell me what we would miss.
okay. So you would miss Muslims standing up against
Morality.
exactly standing up.
Standing up against morality.
No,
That's exactly what you guys
No,
do.
no, 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 no.
I'm not gonna miss that. Yeah.
Standing up against immorality. Yeah, standing up against evil. Yeah, promoting the worship of one God. Yeah, all these things will be gone, and the society will just come up and do what they want. Because let's be honest, Judaism and Christianity.
Christians took care of that.
Let me
Christians
finish.
took care of that.
Is
D.
that not illogical? I've heard enough. Is that not eye-opening for you two? That if your religion left the planet for one reason or another, 5 decades from now, nobody would miss anything.
Yes, they will miss.
Yeah, but hang on. You can say
Okay,
that
Zach.
about any.
What? Oh,
Dave,
Zach.
Dave,
What
that's
would
not a
we
fair
miss?
question,
Just
though.
answer directly.
Well, you're not gonna miss anything.
What would the world miss? Go ahead.
I mean, that's not a fair question though, because that's
Why?
look, because if all three religions disappeared, nothing would change, right? Because what if Judaism disappears? What would we miss? Nothing.
Oh, but let's just
Wait
go
a minute.
down. Go ahead,
Can I
B.
just say
Go ahead.
answer that? Okay, look at the Nobel Peace Prize winners. Sorry, my tongue is numb.
Yeah, they're all atheists.
Yeah,
The
that's
Nobel
that's
Peace
a
Prize,
fake.
they're all
That's a fake
the vast
award.
majority are Jews.
That's
Hang
a
on.
There's
fake
only two
award.
Muslims, and
Hang
then the
on.
rest are Christians. What
That's
are
a
you
fake
talking
award.
about?
That's
So
a
let me
If
fake
answer
award.
Jews
Hang on,
didn't
hang on.
That's a
exist,
fake award. Donald Trump
Yeah.
just got handed one.
Okay, so let me answer
a
that.
fake award.
Okay,
Oh my
yeah,
god,
it
you
is.
guys are losing!
Hang on.
The loser circle, bench warmers.
Hang on.
You have nothing.
So let me answer that then. Are any of those practicing Jews, like Torah practicing Jews? Nope.
I don't know. Doesn't
There you
matter.
go.
They're still
There you go.
Jews.
There you go.
They're
There
still
you go.
Jews raised on Jewish values.
Hang on.
All right,
gonna
just
lie
hold
to
on.
you.
Hold on 1 second. I am. Where are you from?
I'm from the UK.
All right. Are you Muslim?
No.
Okay. Why'd you come up?
So this whole back and forth was irritating me so much because it's based off of so much misinformation and BS. First of all. Second of all, Zach, I don't know what type of standpoint you have, but all of the examples and evidence you're giving are just buzzwords that you've probably found off of an Instagram reel. Okay, so now that I've prefaced that, let's actually talk about the stuff that matters. Continue with what you were saying.
So I am.
Mhm.
Do you disagree with what I was saying?
He
In the,
disagrees with me.
in the sense of what?
In the sense of the things I've been saying. Have you been listening to me?
Yes, I have, but be more specific. You're asking me a question.
Is there anything you disagree in what I said?
Yes.
What? And what exactly?
What do you mean by you'll lose people standing up for morality, because I can tell you right now, out of all the Abrahamic religions and faiths, I don't think Islam can be really propagating about morality. Let's be honest.
Boom.
Okay, can you
Really
name
honest.
me?
What's
Can you
funny,
name
Yeah,
me?
he
like
just
we
said
don't
something that
have
was
the
true.
Epstein's Island,
Let
or do
me,
we?
Zach. Wait, please. Let me challenge him. Can you name me one thing in Islam that's not moral?
Permitting physical violence against your wife if she's out of line. That's in your surahs.
Oh
Okay,
no.
okay. So
What?
so do you think?
Zach said what?
Wait, Zach. Wait. Let me reply to that. So do
You're
you
saying
think?
what? Like it's surprising, but it's in your
Wait. I
scripture.
am.
Reject his comment.
Let me reply to that. I am. Do you
Sure.
think in the United States it's justifiable if women break the law that they should be hit or they should be arrested or put in prison? Do you think that's justifiable?
What parallel are you trying to make here?
Another deflection.
Wait, Dave,
I don't
please,
understand what parallel you're
I'm
trying
gonna
to
say a
make here.
Christian country allows it. I want to see where in the Bible it allows
Don't
it.
save him. Don't save him. Let me speak with him.
He
What are you
doesn't need
talking about?
saving.
No.
Save.
He doesn't need saving.
Listen, wait, listen. Before you start talking over me and going on your rant, I know exactly what type of argumentation point you're going to make. You're going to make the fact
deal
that...
with it. Deal
listen,
with it. Then.
listen. Just
You
listen
sound like
for
you're
a
from
second.
the UK. Are you
Just
from the
listen
UK?
for a second.
Zach,
Can you listen for
I
a
am.
second?
Are you from the UK? I am.
Can you listen for a second, or are you just
What?
going to speak over me?
Are you from the
Is this
UK?
just
Though?
gonna-
I just
okay, this is
want to
just
use
gonna
an
be a
example.
simple-
Logical. You're deflecting away from the point.
Okay, go on. I am.
The point you were gonna make was that, Christian places, they do this as well, and that's why... Dude, I don't understand why you're using some random other thing to then deflect away from my question. I asked a very simple question. Why do you think, out of all the Abrahamic religions, that Islam is somehow the moral standpoint? It's the moral mark that everyone has to go off of. Because it's definitely not the case.
Because the other religions say it's okay to unalive children, ours doesn't.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
That's-
The Bible
Repeat that.
does say
Repeat
that.
that. Repeat it.
The Bible
That-
says. The Bible says if the child is disobedient towards the parent or being rude, they should be unalive. The Bible
exactly.
says that.
You're a liar.
No,
You're
it's
a
true. I
liar.
can show you reference.
You're
I can
inventing.
show you
okay.
Where does it
It
say
does
that in
not
the Bible?
Say that anywhere.
Okay.
It says
Let me
it
open
says
up my testament. Right,
you
hold
are
on.
supposed to punish your child.
Hold
You
on.
can spank your child. It does not say to unalive your child. What are you talking about?
Nothing
What
about.
happened to-
Okay, wait. Let me.
There's
let me get it.
nowhere in the Bible that says that. Pull up the verse now.
Okay, I'll
Book,
get it, I'll get
chapter, verse. Thank
Muslims are lying again.
Hurry along.
I'll get it.
And don't
Dave,
forget.
put me on the big
host.
screen, please, Dave. Put me on the big
But
screen.
host,
please.
this is my issue. Do you see what my issue is? My issue isn't the fact that you have a differing opinion.
Wait, bro. Wait, here it is.
What is
This
this?
Deuteronomy 21, 18 to 21. It says here,
Read it.
if someone has a stubborn and rebellious son who does not obey his father and mother and will not listen to them when they discipline them, his father and his mother shall take hold of him and bring him to the elders at the gate of his town. They shall say to the elders, this son of ours is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey us. He is a glutton and a drunkard. Then all the men of his town are to stone him to unalive. There.
Wow.
Stone him to unalive.
Wow.
And how? Okay, so
Wow.
are you arguing what? What are you
I'm-
arguing?
You're
You're saying
arguing
that
the fact that
you're
it's in your
saying. Wait, what
Bible.
did you say again? I want the original claim. You're saying what?
What I'm saying is that if a child is being rude and
A
disobedient,
child. A drunkard, gluttonous child. So you know 5-year-olds that are going to the bar
You
and
do
getting
know
drunk and eating everybody's food.
well, listen,
You
it's
do
saying
know-
a child.
You do
No,
understand-
incorrect, because you don't know how to read the Bible.
You
That-
do
first of all,
understand
this
that
law-
scripture was lifted from something. You cut off what was
No,
said
no,
earlier
no,
in
No,
the
no,
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 verse.
no, no,
it's
no.
not
Let me
lifted.
explain
That's
to him
something
how
that
it
they
works.
like to do.
Logical.
It's not
No.
lifted.
This is not how it worked. Let's talk about ancient Israel for a second. That law was instituted for unruly adult children who were disruptive to the community and therefore were to be brought before a court and determined whether they are guilty on the word of 3 witnesses, and then they would have to be put to death for their unruly behavior.
This is what I'm
not.
saying. though.
Wait.
This
It
is
says-
not. This
B,
has
wait.
nothing to
B,
do
B.
with killing a child who doesn't listen to their
Okay,
parents.
be careful.
Absurd.
Wait. Be careful with TikTok language. Now, I've shown it to you.
Careful here with
Okay,
TikTok language. Thank you very
shown
much.
I've shown you the verse where it says if a child is a disobedience towards their parents.
So wait, are you saying a child, like a little kid,
let
is
me
getting
finish.
drunk?
Well, your Bible says child, so that means it's a little kid.
No,
yes.
look what it says
Well,
in
it's
Hebrew.
because they won't let me
Look at
question
no.
him. He keeps
Then
on
go to
trying
the
to
original
deflect from it.
Hebrew.
So-
He
It
won't
prob-
let me
it-
question him.
So hang
Go
on.
ahead.
So you're saying you can unalive a child for drinking? A son? Like
What?
What are you
Are you
talking
are you
about?
listening?
Wait,
Do
hold
we have
on.
listening
B,
comprehension
B,
issues?
wait. B, just wait for a second, yes? Can we stop spiraling onto other things and actually answer my question? Because you didn't answer my question. You went on this whole tirade about how the Bible has this in it as well. Answer my damn question. I don't understand why you haven't answered my question.
What was your question again?
My
I've
question
forgotten.
is, why do you think Islam is the moral standpoint for all and not represent morality?
Because
in the whole?
we are the only religion that is standing up to support God's values, God's rules. No other religion does it. The Christian, to some extent, they do, but not to our level. The Jews, wait,
Delusional.
let me finish.
And
Let me finish, please. Let me finish, okay?
Okay, I'll entertain this.
Some Christians do that, and I appreciate them, but it's not to the level of Muslims. Some Jews do that, but it's not to the level of Muslims.
moral high ground where no one
Listen,
Do you know how
whatever
dumb
your
you
name-
sound
whatever
right
your
now?
name is, whatever your name is, you don't run shit. Don't ever think you're gonna come up
Who's
here and tell
this?
my brothers, don't divert, don't
Who's
do this. They
this?
can do what they want. They
Hey,
can
yo,
deflect
host,
on
who's
what they
this?
want. And if you've got a problem,
That's
you need to do
Bobby. She's a
something
terrorist.
about it,
Oh.
okay,
She's a terrorist.
bitch.
She's a flat out
About
terrorist.
don't deflect, don't do this. They can do what
Yo,
the
can
fuck
you
they
mute her,
want.
bro?
Okay, I don't
Bitch,
mute anybody.
bitch,
I don't
bitch,
mute
mute me.
anybody.
Bitch,
All right,
mute
Bobby,
me.
take it easy. Bobby, take it
Logical.
easy.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
well,
Sharia
tell him not
law.
to talk to my
Sharia
brothers like
law
that.
is barbaric. It doesn't civilize the world, and it isn't a good contribution.
Okay,
So
B,
thank
do
you.
you
Hang
know?
on,
Do you know
hang on,
Sharia?
hang
Wait,
on.
Zach,
Logical,
please,
hang on.
Stop,
No,
Zach.
no.
Zach, you're the dumbest Muslim up here. I would shut up.
Shut
Do
the
you
fuck
know?
up.
Okay.
Hey, Bambi,
All
wait,
right.
please.
So go ahead, logical.
Okay, Sharia law is actually in the Christian Bible.
Bananas are right.
Okay, wait. Let me finish. The Muslim Sharia law,
Yeah,
most
such a
of
low
it.
IQ joke.
Bambi,
Only a low
Bambi,
IQ
Bambi,
can
Bobby,
wait.
laugh.
stop,
Bambi,
Bobby.
Okay, so
Tell him to shut his mouth.
wait, Bambi, please. The Muslim Sharia law, most of them are in the Christian Bible. Unfortunately, the Jews and Christians, they have turned away from their teachings and their laws.
Incorrect.
Instead, they became liberal. And then when
No.
we apply,
Islam
wait, let me
okay.
finish. When we
Okay.
apply biblical laws, you guys call us barbaric, but your own Bible has similar laws.
No,
you guys-
application is completely regulated in the Bible, especially in the New Testament.
Okay,
We're told
Jesus-
that Romans
Jesus says-
13 speaks very clearly to us having to abide by the law that's established by the land.
Okay,
We understand
Jesus-
very clearly
wait.
that there will not be a perfect government until the Messiah returns.
Okay, Jesus
Sharia
says-
law is an attempt at rectifying immorality within the world, but it's a barbaric. We are not
Okay.
supposed to put people to death in Christianity.
Okay,
We don't
but
have that authority.
Yes, you do.
Jesus says in Matthew chapter 5, verses 17 to 20, do not think I came to abolish or destroy the law of the prophets. I did not come
Right.
but to fulfill.
What is the law of the
Wait,
prophets?
let me finish.
What is
B.
it?
Let me
What is it?
finish. You've got to let me finish,
What
please.
is the law
You've gotta let
and
me
what is
finish.
its purpose
You've
and what
gotta
does
let
it
me
entail?
finish. You've got to let me finish, B. Okay.
I need you to
So-
give me definitions. We're
you're not
speaking
letting me
in
finish.
very
Okay, I'll tell
general
you,
terms.
I'll tell you. Okay. So the laws is that the Old Testament laws, because Jesus says
What
the
are the Old
laws.
Testament laws?
Please let me finish. Let me answer your question, please. Jesus says the law of the prophets, which means the Old Testament laws, the laws of Moses, and one of
What are the laws?
Okay, the laws
law of
are
Moses,
the
you
instructions.
idiot.
The
Give me-
instructions God gave to Moses. Like for instance.
Okay, and what are they? Give me examples.
I'll give an example. Like for instance, if
Leviticus.
a woman touches another man's private part, her hand should be cut off. That's in the Bible.
Where?
Okay? If a
Where?
you want me to embarrass you again, like last time?
You didn't embarrass me.
I did. I
You
showed you.
misrepresented what is written.
No,
you implied
your
that this has to
Bible-
do with a child.
Your Bible
Within the
says-
Tanakh, within the Torah, it's not written child, by the way. I don't know what version you were reading. It
By
says
the way-
bin,
by the way,
which is
the
a
Bible-
son. It means a descendant or a son of, not a child. So you
Okay.
you misrepresented the Torah,
Yeah,
first of all.
logical. 1 second, Bianca. Is it a fair statement that a lot of people go on and they say that Christianity has reformed? Would that be a fair thing to say?
No.
'Cause I've heard loads of people say that Christianity.
I
has
don't know
reformed,
who says those
Islam
kinds of
hasn't.
things. It's not accurate.
Loads of people.
Okay, in the Old Testament, it says if a man
shut
sleeps.
up, Dave.
Wait, if in the Old Testament it says if a man sleeps with another man, you should unalive them. So this is talking about hate sexuals here.
Okay,
They should be unalive.
sure, we can go with this.
Do you think that's a good thing, B?
No.
Okay, so you are going against your scriptures, right?
No, I don't think it's a good thing because it's not a part of our law today.
That
The New
means
Testament
you
says
don't
that we
believe. That means
the
you
New
don't believe in the
Testament
Bible.
no. The New Testament says that we need to abide by the law of the land. The law of the land
Jesus-
today does
Jesus-
not allow. So let me tell you why you're wrong about what you're saying. The Torah gives something called mitzvot, which are commandments. Now, what you are arguing is that the consequences of breaking the commandments are somehow now passed down, and that's just not true. It was never intended to be true. The reason why we know it's not true is because we have established governments and kingdoms and courts, religious courts, that followed these commandments. And all of that, the jurisdiction of how the consequences would then be handled are depending on who is in charge and what the governing body states.
Okay.
That back then, the consequences of the laws were determined by the government that was set up. There is no longer those same governments being set up. Therefore, the consequences
wait.
are not passed down.
Okay,
The
let me reply.
laws-
Let me reply to that.
Wait. Logical. I'm not finished. The laws are good. The law,
Okay,
the
let me reply
Torah
to that.
is good.
Huh?
Torah
Let me
means
reply to that.
instruction.
So now
Let
you're
me
You're
gonna
reply.
arguing
Wait, I am. Let me
consequence.
reply. Let me reply
Threaten
to
me,
that. I am.
okay,
Please,
cool.
I am. Wait, let me
That's
reply
fine.
to that. So
Threaten me, that's fine.
we have a current state.
Real high IQ.
Wait, I am. Wait,
He's
I
not
am.
talking to you,
Let me
bitch.
speak, please. So there's a Jewish state right now in Middle East. They have their own government. They have their own country. Why can't they create their own laws and judges and system to apply the Torah law? You know
Because
why?
they're
You know why?
hypocrites.
Wait.
Because there's
Let
no
me finish,
Sanhedrin.
B. Let me finish.
You asked me a question, I'm
Let me
answering you. There's
finish.
no Sanhedrin and there's no
I'm not
temple.
finished.
Therefore,
I'm
there
not
will
done.
not be.
I'm not done. Okay. So there's a Jewish state there. Everything is controlled by the Jews. Why? The reason why they don't want to establish judges and courts to do that is because they don't like those laws. They
Don't
hate it.
wait. Don't ask me a question and then answer
No,
it.
I'm not asking a question. The only
You did.
the only Jews who want those laws are the Hasidic Jews,
Wait,
and I respect
wait.
them. I
B,
respect the
B,
Hasidic
B,
Jews.
B. Can I
But
ask? Wait,
wait,
Logic.
I am.
What?
Let me
Yes, I
finish.
am.
Have some manners, bro. Yeah, have
Oh
some
no,
manners.
because
Have
your
some
sister,
fucking manners,
because your
fucking
sister wanted
manners.
to come in here and argue, so I can speak over if I want.
Bro,
Anyway.
I have to respond to B. I
Anyway,
have to
using
respond
your
to B.
same logic, how about we talk about in a lot of the UA dominated countries, they like to cut off people's hands for stealing things. How about we talk about that?
Okay,
So when you're talking,
Stop, Bombi. Stop, Bombi.
Stop it.
Go.
Just stop
I
it.
am.
Just stop, because I was
Don't
never
make
talking
me,
over you
bitch.
once. You came in here and just started talking. Anyway, what I was going to say was leave. What I was going to say was using your same logic. That means that the Islam can't be any better.
No, no.
Using your same logic, Islam can't be any better. But
No. You guys say we are disgusting for applying our laws, which is mainly actually in your own Bible, and you reject it. That tells
No,
you
incorrect.
You guys,
We're not
wait,
taught to
B,
cut off people's
B,
hands.
please let me reply to this guy, okay? Please. So you are the ones who are the liberals, and then
Right.
you call us barbaric
Lies.
for
Lies.
following biblical laws.
Right.
Lies.
You know, so you
It's
guys
not
are,
biblical.
You guys are
What you're
liberals
arguing is
and woke.
incorrect. You're completely incorrect. The prescribed consequence in the Torah is not the Torah itself. The Torah are the laws and the commandments that God has given for whether it be ceremonial, moral, all of those kinds of laws, whether they have to do with agriculture. That is what the Torah is. It's not just the consequence.
Logic. Could I ask a question as well? Actually, to add on to that.
Yes, go on.
If Islam is such that it has the moral high ground and is so good and well esteemed, why is it that a lot of immigrants move to Western countries?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Why is that the case?
I'll tell you why. So one of the reasons is that
If their own countries are so
I'll
great,
tell you,
why is that the
bro.
case?
You've asked me a question. I'll give you the answer. Have some patience, okay? The one of the reasons is economic reasons. We know that wherever people are having financial problems, they travel to have a better life.
Why
Okay,
would they?
wait,
Why would they
bro. I
have
haven't
financial
finished. I
issues?
haven't finished, bro. I
If they
haven't
found
finished.
oil, why would they
I
have
haven't
financial
finished. I
issues?
haven't finished. Let me finish, please. Okay. One of them is that. The other thing is that the Christian countries, the UK and the United States and France, they went and bombed Muslim countries, many of them, and destabilized them. That caused many of them to flee in Somalia, in Libya, in Afghanistan,
Not ISIS.
in Syria, in Iraq.
Not ISIS getting rid of like millions of Syrians, right?
Let me
They didn't have
speak
to
to the
go to like
man.
Germany or
Let me
anything.
speak to the man. You're getting triggered. That's why you keep interrupting
I'm
me.
not triggered.
Okay,
I just think what you're saying is
let me speak to the
ridiculous. You
man.
never take responsibility.
Let
You
me
can
speak to
never
the
say,
man.
"Oh,
B.
my religion did something wrong."
You won't let me talk. Please let me talk, okay? So
Why are you
Iraq,
getting so like shaken
chill
up?
out. Let me speak. So Iraq was a stable country prior to 2003. The United States, UK, and their allies went there. They destabilized it and caused havoc and chaos. Many Iraqis flee the country. They came to Europe. Libya was a stable country before 2011. The US, the UK, and France, they bombed the hell out of the country, supplied weapons to criminals, and then destabilized it. That caused Libyans to flee and come to Europe. And then
Right.
Syria, before 2011, Syria was a stable country, and the US, UK, and France did the same as they did in Libya. Somalia was a stable country. The United States went there and destabilized it. All these refugee crises you have in Muslim countries are caused by Christian countries, and you guys
Okay,
have to
okay,
accept this.
logic. Okay, using what you just said, right? A lot of these things, the insurrections, everything that's happened. Who are what's the ethnicity of the people who are committing a lot of this stuff?
Okay,
Specifically,
so
groups like IS and everything.
I'll answer. I'll
What's
answer if you don't interrupt me. Yeah. I'll answer if you don't interrupt me. So yes, they claim to be Muslims, but we know every country, every society, every religion has got criminals. And this is why it's not good to go and destabilize a country and supply weapons to criminals. If Russia comes or China comes to the United States and bomb the country and destabilize the country and topple the government and supply weapons to the US extremists, like the racist people or the Black Panthers, all these racist people, they're going to control the country and they will cause havoc in the country. That's my point. So this is why if a country is stable, leave it alone. Don't go and cause problems. And then you say, oh, Muslims are extremists.
They
Pure
want to do that to
nonsense.
Iran now, right?
Exactly. Yes, they're
kind
trying to
of.
do that to Iraq now, to Iran. Thank you, Zach. It's the same thing with Iran now they want to do.
And
Notice
by the way, can I just
Iranians.
add one thing? Can I just add one
Yes,
thing?
go on.
The head of the CIA just admitted those protesters are funded by the Mossad.
There you go.
Wait, that's a lie. That's a lie.
That's a lie, but sure.
Mike Pompeo said
They're
it.
definitely even if
Okay,
even if
okay. Pompeo doesn't work in this administration, and put up a quote that Pompeo said that.
He said
He
it on
did.
Twitter.
He did. Zach is
oh
correct.
wait, yeah, don't
Okay.
take Mike
Oh,
Pompeo.
it's
Mike
a
Pompeo.
trust me, bro moment, guys. We
Mike
I
don't
can
take-
show you. I can
Trust
show
me,
you the
bro.
reference.
Wait, hold on one second. Zach, you do realize Pompeo does not work for the government right now, right?
I know, but he's the former head of the CIA.
Okay,
though.
very good. Okay, no problem.
He's the
You
former
said
head of the
C-
CIA.
No
Former.
problem.
Yeah,
Can I?
Mike
Former.
Pompeo also tried to erect a coup against Donald Trump.
All right, can I hear from Golden? Golden, what brings you up, love?
Oh, just the dumb mozzies as usual. I can't. First
you
of all,
Jewish?
what's happening in Syria right now? I want to ask this logical guy. What's happening in Syria right now? Do you know what's happening to the minorities?
What's happening right now is extremist criminals who claim to be Muslims are causing and terrorizing the minorities.
But
There
they're
you go.
your own people, no?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
and this
and
is
they're
my
Sunnis,
point.
right?
This is my point.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
US
This is what my point. This is what I was trying to say.
If the United
It's
States,
because their own people.
wait, if the United States had left Syria alone in 2011, you wouldn't get this because in 2011, Syria wasn't causing problems to Christians or to the Yazidis.
What
but
was
the US
happening
came.
to the Alawites? What are you talking about?
What's happened is
What's
that
been
your
happening to the
two
government.
Druze
different
before
leaders.
What's,
2011?
what's
Two
happened
different
is
You're an
that
idiot.
what's happened is that your government, the United States and the UK government, went there and caused these things. That's why you should leave people alone. Don't go around and destabilize the country.
So let me get this straight. I arm someone, right? Okay. Let's say I give someone guns. Does that mean that that person automatically goes out and shoots minorities? That's my problem
No,
every
if you
single
go,
time.
if you go out
And do you ever hold this energy to Russia?
wait. If you go out and destabilize a country and topple the government and cause havoc and supply weapons to criminals, they will control the country. That's my point.
But you're
Don't you
acting
guys
like
hold
this is
this
new.
energy to
Sorry, let me
Iran?
say something. You're acting as if killing minorities is recent times in Islam.
Wait,
Your whole
okay,
religion spread through the Middle East by killing minorities.
Logical. Let her fucking talk and then respond to
Okay,
what
go
she
on.
says.
Go on,
You are
HD,
so
go on.
bad at this. Go, Golden.
Go on, HD.
Thank you. So what I'm trying to get at is you had the Maronites, you had the Assyrians, you had the Coptics, you've had the Jews, you've had a whole caliph. You had 4 caliphs that went and spread
The
Islam
Babylonians,
through
the
the sword.
Byzantines, you know, all those things that you kind of completely ruined.
They ignore. And so my point is you can't come to 2011 when America went in there and say this hasn't happened when currently it's happening now. As soon as there's a Sunni government, right, and they put a suit on the guy, he's out there trying to kill the Kurds.
And who praised him, by the way? Hang on.
And they're also Sunnis, by the way.
Hang on, let me respond to that.
Dave, can you put me the big screen? Let me show this.
Give me the big screen.
Zach, wait, this is important.
Okay, wait,
Dave.
hold on. We have 2 dumb Muslims fighting. Who's going to respond? Which one?
Can you put me the big screen, please? Hang on, wait, Zach, this is important. Okay? So look at this here, guys. This is a rabbi.
That's Rabbi Shmuley, dude.
Yeah, he's a Zionist. Watch.
Don't bring weirdo Rabbi Shmuley right now.
For example, how do you regard Islam in the Muslim world nowadays as being?
Let's get Asher in here.
Wait.
Well, look, I'm actually
hates him.
A great champion of Islam. The fact is that the Jewish community has a real debt to the Islamic community because.
Oh my God!
Wait! No!
He
Wait,
sells sex
listen.
toys for his daughter. Like, come on! I don't want to hear
Listen.
Shmuley. He doesn't hold any weight for us. Thank you very much. Continue.
Can you listen?
All right, hold on one second. Golden, is this responding to what you were talking about?
Yeah,
Can you listen?
First of all, I'm not even Jewish.
Hey, can I respond? Can I respond?
Right, guys, can you listen to this, please?
Dave, I'll respond,
Okay,
Dave.
hold on. Listen, hold on one second.
Dave, just wait, Dave, wait.
Logical. This is what happens, okay? Somebody makes an argument and you respond with something bashing Jews or whatever you do that has nothing to do with the argument. So I'm going to try Zach. Go ahead, Zach. Respond to what Goldie said.
Yeah, so she can read it.
Oh my God. I'm showing a rabbi
Logical,
praising
hang on,
Muslims.
dude. You spoke the most. Let
Yeah, go
Golden
on,
read
Zach.
it.
Go on,
Golden,
Zach, show
read
it.
that. I want Golden to read that.
You're not listening to me.
No, I am.
Even
read
if you
it.
wanted to take the last 15 years of history
Read
and just
it.
blame it all on the West, which is
Read it.
so illogical, by
Read
the way.
it. Why don't you read that?
You're
Are
not.
you scared?
Stop, because I already know where you're going with this. It doesn't matter. Bassad wasn't a good guy either.
Hang on, why don't you read that though? Does it go
Because I
against
know
Islam?
who. Because I know. I'm not stupid. I'm not brainwashed by a cult religion. What I'm trying to get at is you're
the
trying
hang
to
on.
pinpoint
Religion of peace.
minorities being murdered as if it was in the last 2 years or 10 years or 15
HD,
years. It's been
so
the
HD,
last
do you condemn-
1400, mate.
So do you condemn the CIA for arming and training the extremists that are unaliving?
There's fractions of the CIA they've done dodgy shit.
So why do you
It's not.
condemn
We're
them?
not naive.
So why
Yes,
do
we
you condemn
condemn
them?
it. We
Hold on,
condemn it.
hold on,
100%.
So we're
What I
not the
wanna
ones
say
who are
is-
funding it. Hang on. We're not the
Hold
ones who are funding
on.
them.
CIA is a
You're
small
acting-
organization in comparison to the amount of Muslim terrorists that exist in the
But are
world.
we funding
Again,
them?
even if
Are
it's
we
10%
funding
of
them?
all Muslims, it's still
Are we
millions upon
funding
millions
them?
upon millions.
Are we funding them?
Can I ask who do
Are
you
we
think
training
Saudi
them?
funds? Who do you think Saudi's funding right now?
Answer directly.
Well,
Is that
Qatar
question for
funds
Zach?
Hamas. Yeah, Qatar funds Hamas,
And who else?
And Donald Trump said Qatar is an amazing country.
The
You're
big fish. Who's the
deflecting.
big fish? Everybody funds. Who's the big fish?
Yeah, who's the one they send 1 billion to
Are you gonna say Iran? Are you
every
gonna say
5
Iran?
seconds?
No,
You guys-
no,
you
terrorist
guys-
organization.
You should know
Undoubtedly.
this. You should know
Who's
this.
the big one that all of them send so much money to?
You should know this. I'd be very
What,
surprised if you didn't know
Hezbollah?
this.
Are you gonna say
obviously,
Hezbollah?
Israel.
Oh, shut up.
This
Name
time is
the
so
known.
slow, bro.
Everybody
Israel
knows.
even
Everybody
funded Iran.
considers them a terrorist organization. What is it?
Well, IS.
Oh my god.
Oh my God! So you guys, Al Qaeda.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my
Al-
gosh, it's Al Qaeda.
Yeah, and who
You guys are
created-
here. You guys
who-
don't know geopolitics. and
Wait,
you're sitting up
B,
here on a panel
B.
acting like you know what you're
Al-Qaeda
talking about.
doesn't exist
Who
in any
created Al
operational
Qaeda
capacity.
in the 1980s, 90s is the United States.
Because today
It doesn't matter.
Wait.
Who's
Go
giving
on,
them
question
the
though.
money
Hold on a
today?
minute. No. Al Qaeda was formed off of the
All
people
right,
within your-
everybody chill out. Everybody stop. Thief, go ahead.
Yeah, so would you say that it's a correct justification for war that Israel has against Iran for its funding of Hamas? Would you say that's a reasonable justification for war?
Sorry, can you repeat your
The
question?
question was
Sorry.
for Golden,
Oh, okay. Okay.
I believe, right, Fief?
Yes.
All
Oh,
right.
sorry, I wasn't sure it was to me. Do you think I think it's more complicated than that. I
Well,
don't think that there's. I think people. This is what people do. They go, "Oh, it's just one funding and this one thing." It's much more complicated than that.
okay, yes. Well, but you just said that the United States has funded horrible groups throughout the world, but you don't care. Russia does the same thing. So Iran does the same thing. Nation states act in that way. So now you cannot. So now, by your entire first opening statement since I've been on the panel, you can't now say that as a justification for going to war with Iran, or you're just defeating your own logic.
No, but that's not what I'm trying to say at all. What I'm trying to say is Islam as an ideology. I think you're missing the point, my friend. Islam as an ideology isn't about anything other than Arab conquest and killing minorities. That's why
Is
you have
that
to learn Arabic to become a Muslim officially.
That's
So
not true.
what I'm trying to get at is there's all geopolitics intertwined into this, but as an ideology, they keep blaming America for the last 15 years. When this gentleman asked, I think his name's, I don't know, the guy above, why they're in the West, they keep blaming the West for their own actions, even though we have 1,400 years of history.
Golden,
That's
it's a
not true
fact.
though.
Wait, Golden, it's a fact what I'm saying. There's a reason why Saudi Arabians do not come here because the US didn't invade their country. There's a reason why Moroccans are not coming here in mass numbers and as illegal immigrants because the USA didn't destroy their country. The same with many, many other Muslim countries, Indonesia, who are stable.
Are you blaming Western countries for terrorism? That
No,
has come from
I'm
well?
blaming the
No.
fact
Can I
that
can I can I say
wait,
this?
America
Can I?
first, wait. I'm
Yeah, no,
blaming
yeah.
the fact that they lied in that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction and went there and destroyed that country.
Okay, you're
Iraq
right.
was
Yes,
doing
I
well.
agree with
Iraq
you.
was
I
doing
agree
well.
with you. I agree with
Okay,
you. Does
that's
that take
it.
away against all Islamic terrorism?
But
No,
no,
but
they
wait,
actually
but
created
here's the
it. They
thing though,
created it.
and here's how.
No.
Wait, golden.
That's the problem.
Golden. This is why you need to look at like history and geopolitics from this one thing. Every single human being thinks and acts the same way you would think and act in an extreme scenario. If you had to pull your kid out of rubble and you were a 24-year-old boy, 24-year-old man, young kid, few friends, maybe in a organization, you're gonna go, fuck you, I'm joining.
Are you
I
Are
don't
you
care what they
excusing
stand for.
terrorism? Are we doing terrorism apologetics right now?
No,
They do that often, though.
no,
Oh
it's
my
just
Obviously.
God.
They do that often. What are you talking about? They do that often.
It's
They
an
What I
blame
don't
it
understanding of
on.
a
understand is,
human
I
being.
want to
They
ask
blame
this
it on the
American,
West.
It's an
Go ahead.
understanding of a human being in an extreme scenario. That those
Americans.
human beings still
So with the
deserve to die.
Houthis, with Yemen, right? And what does their flag say on there? The Houthis.
It probably says a lot of anti-Western, anti-Christian. Like
It
I
doesn't
don't
just
think
say
they're
that
our
though.
friends.
What does it say? What
I
does
don't
it say,
think
What
they
does it
Golden?
deserve
say?
to. I
What
don't
does it
think they
say?
deserve. Okay, I don't know. I
You
don't
don't
speak
know.
Arabic.
But this is what I'm saying. Like having a group of people that starve their own people, by the way, which is one of the largest humanitarian crises that no one ever talks about, is that says curse the Jews, curse the West, all this sort of stuff on there. You're acting like these people are victims,
I'm
and then they'll kill their own people
I'm
to
not
prove a
saying
point.
that. What I'm saying is you're now in a self-reinforcing loop with these people that they hate you because all they've known since they were young is you.
America first. I don't get it. This
You're
is
not
so
getting
weird.
it. They hated us before this.
So in
Do you not know that?
1914,
Do you know about the Barbary
wait,
Wars?
in 1914,
Hold on. Do
the
you know about the Barbary Wars? You're talking as if you're
and
talking
I
about
know
the
about the
last
Barbary
30
Wars.
years
In
of history.
1914, what did the Syrian Provisional Government, when the Ottomans were crumbling, what did they say? Who do they want to take them over in Syria? Who do they want to
You're
be their new
talking about
colonizers?
modern history,
Who?
though. This is what
You
I'm
just
getting
said the
at.
Barbary Wars in the 17
Yeah,
fucking
but what I'm
hundreds.
talking about
I'm
is even
talking about
before
World War
this.
One.
Even before this, we've seen it all through the Middle
You
East
just
because
said no. You just said the Barbary
they
Wars. You
persecuted
can't say
every
we're not talking about
minority.
history.
That's
You just
how
said
that's how Islam spreads. I want to ask you a question today. In Iran, do you think that 99% of the population are actually Muslims?
Yes, I do. I believe that.
particularly
Yes, I
care?
believe that.
So,
Yes,
Wait,
I
so
course you
you're
believe
do,
going to
that.
because you're in a
completely
cult.
ignore
I have a question. Do I
the
particularly
1979 then, I'm assuming. Because that's just not the case in Iran, by and large, I can tell you that right now.
What they do is
For
they
sure.
persecute any minority, and they've done this for the last 1,400 years,
That's not
and they
true.
push you out. They're doing it to the Kurds today. The Kurds, the reason they're trying to kill them today is because they share their own
Our good
collective
friends, the
culture,
Kurds,
and
who
it goes.
America
Hold
hasn't
on,
abandoned for 30 years.
sorry.
I said our good friends, the Kurds, who America hasn't abandoned time and time again after 30 years and
So
used.
you want them not to abandon them then, but if they get involved, then it's
No,
the
because
wrong thing?
obviously we don't give a fuck about the Kurds because we
But that's
abandon
not what
them
you're
and use them as
missing the point.
so don't bring them up
Being a
as fucking a
self-defecating American
justification.
does not help you because this ideology is far past that. That's not what you got to stop the white savior complex. Some people just want to kill people because of their ideology,
So
and they'll
let
kill
them
themselves
have their
because they
dust
speak a
bowl
different
and
language.
let them blow each other up in their dust bowl.
That's not what I'm not telling you to
Like
interfere. You're
they're in a
missing the
fucking
point.
sandbox. Let them stay and don't take the walls down
What
from
I
the
don't know why
sandbox.
you're involving yourself in a conversation where the guy said, why are they in the West? The reason they're in the West is because their laws defeat their own logic. They don't want to be there because if they had to be there, they'd be groomed as children. They'd be
That's not true.
no, it's
Yeah,
true.
that's a
Are
lie.
you
No, it
That's a
having
is.
lie.
studies?
It is
If it
true.
wasn't
So why are
true,
we
then you
let?
wouldn't have such a large population and presence of them in Western
Okay,
Europe.
so let me
Okay,
answer that.
let's
So let
not
me
act
answer
like
that.
that's not the case.
Hang on,
Okay,
let me answer that. So
UK,
hang on.
Sweden.
So let me answer that.
I
You
live
do
in
know most.
Australia, and these people
Now even
talking as if I've
Denmark.
gone and
Let
bombed
him
every
I don't
let
country.
understand what
let
you're
Zach
talking about.
let Zach speak,
So
guys. Give him a
have you
chance.
have you noticed a lot of Muslims in Europe are from former European colonies? Like, did you forget that?
What are you talking about? What are you actually talking about?
So Muslims are not from former European colonies?
Wait, are the Balkans former Muslim colonies?
No, I'm talking about the South Asians.
Wait, but what about the Balkans? Because the
I'm
Balkans
not
have
talking
had
about the
horrible.
Balkans.
I mean, their countries are corrupt and poor. So can like a bunch of Bulgarians just flood into Saudi Arabia?
No, but after World War II, the
Can a
UK
bunch of
needed.
Saudi Arabians flood into?
Let me answer.
This is what I'm
Can a
Let me
saying.
bunch
His
of
answer.
own logic
Bulgarians?
doesn't work for the rest. He just
Hang
so
on, let me
Yeah, like
answer.
slow, bro.
see,
So
I
let me
agree with
answer
you,
this.
logic, when their logic doesn't follow through, but your
Okay,
logic also doesn't follow through.
so
So don't
after
fucking.
World War II, did the UK invite immigrants to rebuild the country? Yes or no?
Oh, we're not
Yes.
saying that they didn't. We're
No, but
saying that
hold
was
on,
the
hold
wrong
on, hold
move, and
on,
the country made a
hold on.
horrible
Don't try,
decision.
And
Zach.
hang on,
Don't
that's
try
how
to use
Muslims
that.
ended up. Hang
Don't
on,
try
that's
to
how.
use that
Hang
argument
on,
point
hang
because
on.
if we're gonna
That's how.
no, because
No,
I
hang
did a
on.
because I did a documentary on something else that's very closely related to this. If we're gonna go into the technical stuff around it, specifically speaking, South Asian presence and people of like Muslim descent and all of that didn't start flooding in until the 60s and 70s. Okay. The
Yes, they
first
did.
people who came there were Africans and Caribbeans. So let's get that straight. And
Yeah,
also,
but
when they did originally come, there was only about 10,000 of them originally. So let's get very specific in
that's
terms
how
if
South
you want to
Asians
use that
ended up in the
argument point.
UK, though. That's how they ended up in the UK.
But your point doesn't make sense because
Yes, it
not a
does.
large
That's how
mass
they
of them
ended up
started
in the
coming
UK. They're
until the
from former
60s through
British
to the
colonies.
80s. I don't know what type of argument you're trying to make right now. Like, I don't understand.
Wasn't India and
Wait. Can I say?
Pakistan the
Can I say this? If the Western countries are perfect and great, why
No
do
one said
Westerners?
that.
Western civilization is
Wait?
the most perfect civilization that was ever created.
Why do Western people go to Muslim countries if the West is perfect?
What?
So the wait. I have a question.
Who's
I have a question.
moving?
Wait,
No,
Who's
so
you
you
said
moving
think?
to
Wait.
there was
Muslim
there was a
countries?
question. There was a question
So you
applied
think
earlier.
rich traders from the United States who go to your countries, who we gave money to be friends with our allies, and because you guys happen to have stumbled upon oil, so you're telling me the billionaires who go to your countries for tax breaks,
So you
that
tell
counts
okay,
as immigration now? That counts as mass
There's many
immigration?
there's many Westerners that go to the Muslim countries to work there to make a living. Yeah, you guys
What
said
do
yeah.
people who
Wait,
work for airlines?
Let me speak, please.
No, but what you're saying is like it's a lot
You're
of
not
people.
letting me
It's not
talk,
a lot of
D.
people. I can
It's
tell
like
you that
it's
right
really
now.
not. It's like
Do
a
you know
few
what?
Really
businessmen who
not.
want to make
Do you
money
know
off
what?
of the Saudi or
You know what,
the
B?
economy in Dubai.
You know what?
But
I'm
they're
gonna
not people like a lot. A lot of people are
guys,
not moving over there.
guys. I'm gonna go, but if you guys want, come on my platform. We can have one-on-one debate about
No.
this.
Go
Why
away.
not? Why?
Nice
Why?
plug,
Is
bro.
lining up.
Yeah,
What's
of
his
course,
name? I might
If you're
visit.
gonna leave, leave.
You're gonna run,
Okay,
right?
no one
You don't have to
here's
announce
missing you.
it.
Leave.
Oh, I'll come on your
Leave.
platforms. I'll come on your
All
platforms
right.
and debate you. How about that?
Leave.
You already
Bro,
come to
it's all
our
right.
You're gonna
country.
leave.
It's
Go.
All right, hold
Leave.
on one
Okay.
second. Hold on.
Dave.
Just ignore Logical and his bullshit.
Dave, thank you
Logical.
Dave, thank you for letting me in. I appreciate that. I appreciate
No.
always you give me a chance to speak on your platform, even though we
Logical, you're
disagree.
one of the worst. Okay, I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
Leave.
because you can't
You're
handle
one of
me,
the
Dave.
worst, bro.
You're saying this whole monologue and you're still here. Leave.
Because you can't handle me, Dave. You can't handle me.
Logical, stop. Salim, what do you got, Salim?
All right,
Hi,
take care,
man.
take care, Dave. I'm gonna go. Take
Be
care.
good,
Take care.
Logical.
Logical, be blessed.
Bye
Find
bye,
Jesus.
everyone.
Find
Jesus is Lord
Jesus,
and
Logical.
Savior.
Jesus is a
please.
Muslim. Jesus is a
Just
No,
get
Muslim.
bro,
out
just
of
go,
here,
man. Just
Jesus
Get
is
out
a
of
go.
Jew.
here.
Find him.
All
Find him.
right, let me
All
hear from
right. So look,
Salim.
hi, mate. So let's see if we can have a civilized conversation without any interruptions. I won't interrupt you guys, I promise, right? So when you're talking about you're bringing your morality, let me get this right. As an American, you're responsible for Iraq and Afghanistan. How many people died there? And you're talking about the
Oh,
Kurds in
millions. And
Islam.
we're
Hold on, mate.
completely
There we
at fault
go.
for it.
Interruptions within 2
I
seconds.
agree.
If you've got the balls and the guts, let's see if you can. I dare you. I will bake your whole panel.
Oh,
Let
shut
me
the
see if you
fuck
can
up,
debate me.
Salim.
Come on, let's
Shut
see if
the
you can
fuck
debate
up,
me.
tough guy.
Let's see if you can
Get
debate
the
me. I
fuck
dare
out of
you.
here.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay.
I'm so
Let's
scared.
go. There you go. There you go. Right. So let's start this, right? So when you talk about the Kurds and these other people, first of all, every single ruler in the Muslim country, apart from the Turkish ruler, is a puppet, a slave, a dictator, a tyrant of America, Britain, the West. We hate
Well,
all these
that's
rulers.
just
Hold
incorrect,
on.
but
Give me a
sure.
moment, mate. Give me a moment. Then
You
you
mean
can
the
respond.
secular
We
country?
hated. Hold on. Listen.
Right.
We hated.
It's not even
We've
an Islamic state in
just give me a
Turkey.
moment.
That's
So since I
hilarious.
hold on, since the age of
Turkey
Right.
does
That's
defy
Allah
the
telling you, Salim. Shut your
Turkey
bitch
sorry,
does
ass
since the
up.
defy
age,
the
sorry,
U.S.
just
for
one
a
second.
good amount.
Since the age of 14 or 15, I've known people like Saddam, right? They are evil dictators and they had to be removed. People like Gaddafi were the same, right? People like Mubarak of Egypt, and now you got Sisi. People like MBS, and before him you had Fahad. They're all slaves. They oppress the Muslims. They imprison them. So we're no supporters of those countries. But don't tell me that UK, a country that was founded on the G side of
All right,
people,
Salim,
a
I don't
country.
need your terrorist talking points. Let somebody respond to your dumbass,
Sorry,
bro.
Wait.
sorry. What happened?
Did
I
this
don't want
just
to hear
become a
you
monologue of how
ramble.
the West is bad?
Interact.
West is
Let them
bad
respond.
and East is good. Is that what you're trying to get at right now?
I'll do that all day.
Say
My
that again.
favorite part was when he said that he likes Turkey, which
Wait,
is like one
what's
of
a
the
better
secular
civilization,
countries.
Western or Muslim?
Okay, so let me reply to you because you asked me the question, right? So when you look at the Muslim population, the Muslim civilization, right? When did it start? In the 7th century. What empires did they have around them?
It started
Oh,
earlier than that.
listen, man,
It was
listen.
actually earlier than that,
Can
for
I just
sure.
finish? Are we going to get constant interruptions now? That's
No,
what I'm
but
saying.
So
When
you
you
have
you're
the
listen,
Turks,
saying
you
listen,
have the
listen. There you
Mayans,
go,
you
there you go.
have the
You know when you
Muslim
can't
Golden
debate and you
Age,
listen.
you're making a
Age of the
point.
When you
Islands.
cannot
Wait,
debate,
American, could you
when
just
you've
let me
got
could you just
beaten,
let me speak?
when you've got
You're
beaten in the
making a
debate,
point and
look at
there's
him,
an
man.
error in your
Why
point.
don't you let
Of
me? You
course I'm
asked me the
going to
question, then
question
let
you
me
on it.
respond. You
Of
asked me the
course I'm going
question,
to
then let me
question you on it.
respond.
What?
Let me respond. You asked me the question, let me respond, mate. And then that's how conversations work, right? So you asked me about the Muslim civilization. Let me respond to you. So your civilizations, whatever you want to call it, like the Byzantine Empire, they were Christians, right? So call them your civilization. And then you had the Sassanids, the Persians. Your Byzantine Empire were oppressing the Jays. They forced them to convert they forced baptism on them in the 7th century under Heraclius, right? They forced
No.
Listen, when the Jays were being
No, no, no,
persecuted,
no,
there
no,
you
no,
go,
no.
there you go.
They were
Constant
worshipping.
Okay,
No,
wait,
no,
hold
no,
up,
no,
hold
no,
up.
no, no, no,
Constant
You
no,
just
no.
made a
interruptions,
direct
mate.
claim. You just made
Constant
direct
No.
claims.
interruptions.
They were what?
Listen,
Let's get
why
it
don't
right.
you
No,
let me
let,
finish? Listen,
bro.
little boy,
See, this is
let
what I
me
mean.
finish.
This is what
Let
I
me
mean,
finish,
bro.
little boy. Little boy, you're
Host.
full of shit, mate.
Can you move
You
Listen,
him for
said
a
that you
why
would
second?
have
don't
a
you look at
civilized
them? Look at
conversation,
them, man.
Celine.
The
Civilized
manifesting,
conversation,
man.
no. Religion of peace, guys.
I've not even
Religion of
finished
peace.
my point. Religion of
But
peace.
you're
If
ranting
you
on
let
like a
someone speak,
lunatic.
you're the ones who are burning people alive in America, right? According to Bartholomew de la Casus, 13 at a time in honor of Jesus
Did you
and his
say
apostles.
Zeus?
So
Dr.
what
Zeus?
religion of peace are you talking about, mate?
Hey,
Hold on,
Islam
hold on.
was a
Wait,
religion of peace.
Salim, wait, hold on,
Listen,
Salim.
yo,
Salim,
look at them,
can
constant interruptions.
Salim,
can
Constant
you move him for a
interruptions.
Salim,
second?
The host
Salim,
can't
Okay,
even
hold on
control
one
it.
Salim.
second.
The
Hold
host
on,
can't even
Salim.
control it, mate.
Oh my
Salim.
god.
Look at them.
Salim,
Look
stop.
at them. Right.
Salim, stop. Rose, quit bitching and moaning. I don't mute people. Okay, everybody's a grown ass adult here. If you can't handle it, get the fuck out, bro.
Exactly.
Okay. Do I like Salim
Yep.
rambling on for a half an hour while clearing the cum out of his throat? No, of course not. Okay, but it is what it is. So Salim, go finish your
Listen.
point and let somebody respond.
Yeah. So what I was going to say was, your mum probably clears the cum
Not a
out of
yo
her
mama
thing.
joke. Good
No, no,
comeback,
no.
bro.
Little pussy
Go.
holes. Okay, let me respond to you, right? So look, right? When you say rambling on, why don't you do this then? Put a timer on me. Give me a minute. Go on.
But Salim, I don't even do that. Once again, we are all adults here.
No, but this is
Okay?
the problem. This
Make
is
your
where.
point. Let somebody respond.
Fine,
We have
fine.
very
Yo.
clear sides here. It's
Yeah,
you
I.
and this fucking loser, Zach, and
Yeah,
America First is somewhere in between.
yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
Host,
Well,
first of all, I
not
just
on
want to say
this
one
one.
quick thing, right? There we go. I appreciate that because you're maybe a fair host, but this is what I'm saying, mate. You're blaming me, but the constant interruptions are coming from them, right? Point number
Okay,
one.
now you're
Point number,
crying.
there you
Okay,
go.
so
There you go. There you go.
all right,
Wait,
I have
so I'm
somebody
gonna
coming
go. Hold
around to
on.
hand out tissues. Let me
Okay,
hear
I
from
don't need
Pete,
tissues, mate. So
Salim.
let me finish what I'm saying. So you asked me the question about civilization. So let me answer it, mate. Just give me a minute. So the
Quit
Byzantine
bitching.
Empire.
Go.
The Byzantine Empire, the Christians, they were persecuting the Jays. They were persecuting the other Christians. When the Muslims went to Egypt, according to Dionysius of Telmeda, he was a Christian from the 8th or the 9th century. What did he say? He goes, Benjamin, the Coptic Christian, delivered the country to the Muslims. The masses sided with the Muslims against the Byzantine, the Roman Empire, which was ruling over about 100 countries. That's the reason Islam spread so quick. It was their morality. According to Rappel, who went to Abyssinia, he said the Muslims had better morality than the Christians. Whenever a job,
All right, let somebody
there we go.
respond, sir.
Constant
Okay,
interruptions, mate.
that's cool.
Constant
So
interruptions. Whenever the
people got on for
Time
20
is up,
minutes.
Salim. Shut
Shut
up.
Dude, like,
Shut up and carry on. You constantly.
All right, Salim, listen, bro. Just make your point in like 30 seconds or so, and let somebody. Once again, we have very clear sides. All right, it's not rocket science. Okay, you have very smart people up here that could debate what you're saying. All right, just come on, bro. What was that guy's name? Salim, you're not even back in the queue, fool. All right, let's. I'm just going in order here.
Oh my gosh. What the heck?
Zach. All right, Salim, just chill out, bro. All
No
right.
worries, bro. I appreciate it.
Okay. What is your number one goal in coming up here, Salim? Just give me one sentence on what you want to accomplish.
No, I just wanted to discuss these points, but this is what I'm saying, host. If people just talk, I don't. They can say what they like. I won't interrupt them. I don't have to agree with it. But why does it always happen on 99% of their lives? Right? You're a fair host, right? That
I'm
the
really not,
panel
but-
will interrupt. The panel will interrupt. The host will always take their side. The panel will always take the host side. Just be fair, mate. I don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but I will give you facts. Everything I say, I'll give you the day, the time. I'll tell you what page number it's on if you want, who's written the book, and I'll give you all non-Muslim sources. I won't use one Muslim source, right? Whatever the
Okay.
discussion is.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Do you
Dave, can I-
believe that your religion is the best religion? Yes or no?
I believe when Islam ruled, and it ruled for centuries, yes.
Just yes or no, please.
Yes,
Just
of
give me
course I
short
believe-
answers.
Of course,
All
I
right?
believe it's the best religion, yeah.
And I want to give you a chance to brag about your religion because I am a fair host. Who is the most impactful Muslim this century? And then if you can, just give me his or her name, and then I want you to take 30 seconds, tell everybody how great they are. Floor is yours.
No problems, man. So when you bring up these things, which one is the greatest in this century? Yes, because when every civilization.
Wait, stop, Salim, please.
Bro, if
I'm
you ask
asking
me a
a
question,
direct.
you need to let me answer it, bro.
Salim, I'm asking a direct question.
Sure.
There's
No.
2 billion with a B Muslims throughout the world.
Yeah.
Give me the one that has made the most positive impact over the last 25 years.
Yeah.
Give me his or her name and tell me how, please.
Yes. So, bro, if you're going to have a debate, if you intellectually want to debate me and you got the bottle and the balls to do it, I'm not going to respond with your little 5-second thing. Put a timer on me, give me a minute, and we'll have a conversation. But if you're going to tell me, I got.
All right. Moving on. Salim, that doesn't work here. Okay. I gave you a chance. I said, listen. I said, I will give you 30 seconds to brag about your religion.
Oh, no.
Name somebody, and you couldn't even give me one name out of 2 billion.
Also,
One name.
I was
Good,
gonna, I was gonna say before, like, he interrupted me and started going on a monologue that, specifically speaking, the reason why they were persecuted is because they were worshipping false idols and sacrificing babies. So
It's also disingenuous what he was saying, arguing like, oh yeah, all the empires just said, well, the Muslims are so smart, let's just give them keys to the kingdom. Like, no, the vast majority, of Islam conquered so much of the world was through war. Okay, they weren't like, this is ridiculous. To try to make that argument is absurd.
Okay.
I just want to hear. Hold on one second, Golden. I'm so sorry, love. I just want to hear from Salim. Salim, your response to what I said was, "You can't debate me." I wasn't even debating you. I was giving you a chance to brag about your religion. How many broadcasts do you go into that are non-Muslim that will allow you to brag about your religion? Not many. And I gave you a shot, and you couldn't handle it.
Sorry, how many broads could you go into the lives that are what? Non-Muslim?
Yes, I'm not Muslim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was giving you a chance to brag.
Yes, so this is what I'm saying. Okay, this is what I'm saying, my friend. You asked me a question. It's like me saying to you, why did you unalive Osama, right? No. I just want a yes or a no. So if you give me 30 seconds to respond, mate, why are you so scared to let someone speak?
Yeah, okay, let me give you an example. We killed bin Laden because 9/11.
Yes.
Okay, 5 seconds.
No, it's not about 5 seconds, mate. So let me respond.
Okay.
What? I don't understand, man. Do I ever have a conversation with you and I go, mate, restrict it to a yes or a no? 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Why are you so scared? You'll argue for half an hour over a point that would have taken 20 seconds.
To be fair,
if you're not worried about it, let me answer it. If you got the balls to debate me, let's debate.
Salim, how many people did Muhammad kill?
We'll come through, bro. We'll go through all of these points. Let's take
Salim, how many people is Muhammad?
So let me go. Let me, bro.
How many kingdoms did he conquer?
Listen, we'll go through this. We'll go through this. It's not a problem. That's what I'm saying to you. So let me answer this question. Okay, let's go through. Let me answer your question then, right? What the Muslims did. The difference was, when the Romans, your gods, right? They conquered about 100 countries. Hold on. Let me finish, man. There you go. I told you.
Wait, you just made a claim that the Romans
within 5 seconds they'll interrupt. What did I say?
Okay, well then don't say bullshit and nobody will interrupt
I told you.
Okay,
Salim.
Hold on, Salim.
I told you, mate. That's what they will do. 5 seconds. You asked me a question. Why don't you shut up and listen then? You asked me a question.
If you say something stupid, we're gonna address it.
You asked me a question about conquering.
You just said something like
let me respond then. You asked me a question about conquering, so let me respond. Right? Okay.
Yes. Accurately.
So let me answer the question about conquering. You asked me a question. Let me respond then.
Wait,
why are you running and diverting? You asked me the question. Let me respond. Let me respond my point.
All right, Salim, stop. Stop, Salim.
Look at them fucking dumb Americans.
Stop, Salim.
Mate, listen,
stop.
they killed less than whatever you killed everywhere.
Wait, I want to say something to Gabe.
Your book.
Okay, Salim, I'll bring you back up. I'm going to let others talk, and then your dumb ass can come up and respond.
I just want to highlight something. He's doing a dawah. It's a dawah trick. I think he knows he's not going to be able to successfully handle this conversation. So what he's doing is he's throwing in things knowing that we're going to stop him. Oh, the gods that you worship. And then he's doing that and then complaining about us interrupting him because he doesn't ever want to actually get to a point. He just wants to talk and talk and then say, I cooked because you guys interrupt me. But he's saying these things on purpose,
wants to say
so
that
we interrupt him.
The Christian infighting for the entirety of the Middle Ages is more violent than the Muslim conquering of the entirety of the Middle East, the entirety of the Balkans,
and Africa and
Northern
Africa.
All right, I cut off Golden earlier. Let me hear from Golden. Go ahead, love.
Oh, I love an overstimulated Muslim. They crash out on themselves. They would literally punch themselves in the face if they could. It's quite fun. What he was talking about was utter crap, but he couldn't make a single point because he's not even that articulate in the first place. He just gets sidetracked over everyone that speaks over him. But this is why there's a problem with them in the West. They'll come to a country or a panel, in this analogy, and then they want to dictate the rules to everyone. It's hilarious. It's just amazing.
Isn't that what you guys do?
And impose the rule.
Was here.
Zach's actually. He's being quiet. That's nice, Zach.
Isn't that what you guys do? Trying to impose your will on the Iranians? Regime change? Trying to.
What are you talking about? That's not
Oh hell no, you're about to get the Persian girls up here and they're gonna rip you a new
What
one.
here
what are
we
you
go.
talking about? That's not how the revolution started. Do you know why the Iranian Revolution started in
I'm talking
1979?
about I'm talking about right now. Donald Trump
No,
and
no, 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 no,
Israel.
Wait,
no,
you
no. Because
think
you can't just pick and choose. The reason that originated was because of 1979. So do you know why that happened?
Yeah, because they don't want to be ruled by the Shah, who was a puppet of the US.
Well, no,
But anyway,
mostly a divine ruler, but they got one
by the way,
anyway.
Dave, check out what's on my screen. That's what I was talking about.
I just want to say the breaking news is the IDF got back the remains of the last faucet hostage.
Oh, wow.
And then
So
the US will send another 1 billion to
Thank
Israel.
God.
that's the breaking news. So
And then the US will send another 1 billion to Israel and Daddy Netanyahu.
Oh, well, at least Israel
And the Saudis will
performs a
too.
service for the United States, so.
Like, no matter what happens in the US, they'll just
Okay,
send a
wait.
little 1 billion to
But
Daddy
Golden,
Netanyahu.
Yeah, well, it's
can
well
you not
deserved. Israel
understand
does.
how
Israel works pretty hard for America.
even if you believe that, and we could debate that, that's a whole different discussion. But even if that's true, let's just take that as true, and I'm wrong.
Oh, it
You're
is.
right.
It's true.
Do
Have
not
you looked
understand how
up?
us as especially young men and Americans, we are looking at this country.
Did you call me a young American?
No, not you, not you, not you. Sorry, sorry. But we're looking at this country, seeing that we can't afford a house. Our infrastructure is failing. Our economy is in the shitter. Why any money abroad that I see to Israel, Ukraine, fucking Europe, NATO,
Unnecessary.
I get tight. I'm like,
It's
fuck, why are we
unnecessary.
doing
I
that?
don't understand why people are shy to say it. It's so unnecessary.
Of course, it's called
Well,
globalism.
I mean, again, Israel is performing a service for the United States.
No, they're not.
Essentially, it is. That's it. And yes, it is
How?
100%. How? Do you understand the amount of intelligence that Israel provides in order to keep the
Listen,
United
B,
States
B.
safe?
I'm so sorry, Bianca, that I cut you off. I just want to state that. So what is it? 842 days. For the first time in 842 days, there are no hostages in Gaza. All right, so let that sink in. And then the other breaking news is Donald Trump. He had a choice to make. He could have said, I'm going to back off the state of Minnesota. No, what fucking Donald Trump said? He said, I'm sending Tom Homan there himself. Let that sink in. I agree. 842 days. So that is that's amazing that they found the last one. All right, so I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try you one more time, bro. And somebody pointed out what you do is you come up, you scream, you bitch, you moan, and just have a conversation, right? Let somebody talk for 30 seconds, then you respond. Can you handle that?
So, bro, this is the thing, and I say, wallahi, may Allah curse me if I'm lying. May I get cancer if I'm lying. May my kids get cancer as well. So when I come up, bro, if you have a normal conversation with me, I will not interrupt, be rude, or say anything.
Why
But
can't
the
you
problem,
just say yes, of course? That
no,
sounds
I'm
good.
saying yes, of course, mate. So if you have
Why
a
play
normal,
victim?
if you have, bro, I don't need to be a victim. We're not a victim of anything. What do I
You're
need?
playing victim.
Someone asked me, hold on. Someone asked me, oh, but check your benefits. Bro, I'm a SAP HR consultant, Success Factors. I'm a contractor. I make more in a day than you make probably in a month, mate. Right? And if you want the proof,
Well,
DM me. I'll send you the proof. Right? So anyway, coming back to your conversation. No, bro, have a civilized conversation. You can cook me. I don't mind, bro. It will be good for me. I'll learn something. I'm not going to start insulting you or be rude to you.
well, I have two quick questions for you. One, is a gay person born gay?
No, I don't believe that.
Okay, we agree there. And then my second question, if hypothetically 50 years, 5 decades from now, Islam is gone, what would the world miss?
It's not going anyway. Is that your question? Or
No,
do you want
once
to say
again, that's not the
hypothetically?
question.
Yeah, I got
Answer
it.
it directly.
I got it, bro.
What would the world miss? Go ahead.
Well, it will miss a lot. This is what I'm trying to say to you. If you look throughout history, I'm not
I
talking
have my
about.
pen and paper out. Just give me
Yeah, yeah.
a concise list on what the world would miss, because we would miss out on terrorist attacks,
Mhm.
right? So there would be less of that.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So give me the things we would miss.
Yeah.
Good. Number one.
Okay. I mean, bro, listen. Okay. So
Number one, bro, listen. Okay, go ahead.
hold on. When you say T attacks, right? Most of those T attacks.
No, Salim, don't focus
Bro,
on.
you asked me the question,
You
so
are
let
so
me
bad at
respond.
this.
You've asked me the question,
Salim,
let me respond.
what would the world miss
You
if
asked me the
Islam?
question, so let me respond. Right?
Okay, one more.
Okay, Muslims, Islam.
what-
Listen,
Go ahead.
Islam gave rights to people 1400 years ago. They didn't get to this last century. So you've got to look throughout history. You can't say
What
what
would
did the
we
Greeks.
miss
Hold on.
today?
Listen.
What would we miss?
Yes,
Not the
this is what I'm saying.
history. I don't
Yes.
want Salim. Shut your bitch ass up. I don't want to hear the whole. We gave the world algebra. I don't want to hear this bullshit. Right now, if all of Islam just evaporated, it was gone.
Yeah.
What would we miss?
Okay, so what you would miss is this, right? There will be more crime, for example, right? When you compare the Muslim, bro, you asked me the question. Let me respond then.
All right,
You
Salim,
asked me
you
the
are a
question.
special
You asked
kind
me the
of dumb, my
question.
friend.
Listen, what is wrong
Go
with
ahead.
you? You brought me up. Hold on. You brought me up. You were giving it the large, right? Now you're shitting yourself because you can't debate me. You're a little pussy, mate, because you
Oh,
brought me
fuck
up.
yeah.
You've interrupted
Do I
me
have
20
you
times.
triggered, Salim?
Why don't you shut up and debate me then?
Salim, do I have
got the
you
balls,
triggered?
if you got the balls, debate me, bro. Me and you, one-on-one. Let's go.
Answer the
Stop
question.
interrupting then. You asked
You're
me the
deflecting.
question. You've asked
You're
me the
deflecting.
question. Stop.
You're deflecting.
Stop. Listen. Stop interrupting.
What
Wait till I
would
finish
the
and then
world
cook me.
miss?
Listen.
Answer me.
If you,
Answer
bro,
me.
why don't we do Showtime? Let's do Showtime.
Showtime. It's just you and I. Fool.
No. I know, but you can't help yourself. You constantly interrupting me. Let's do Showtime. 1 minute each. No
Answer
interruptions.
me directly.
Let's do Showtime.
What?
If you got the balls, let's do
You're
Showtime.
embarrassing yourself.
Okay,
You're
so this is what we'll miss. Listen,
Stop.
this is what
Go
we'll
ahead.
miss. Okay,
Number
answer
one.
it. Let me answer it. So
Number
with
one.
Islam, the Muslims will stand up to you people like yourself and your countries who go around unaliving innocent people in Iraq, in Afghanistan, right? And various other countries. So you need Muslims to stand up against those people. You need Islam and Muslims. Hold on. You asked me the question. Let me respond. So when Bosnia, when Muslims are
Hey,
being,
Salim,
when Muslims,
stop. Salim. I'm asking, what would the world miss? Like me as an American, let's just say Islam never existed. Or let's just say right now it's stopped. Okay. Every person that practices your religion, they left the planet. They went to Mars. What would we miss?
Yeah. So, bro, let me try for the 5th time to answer it. Why don't you put a timer on me and let me answer it? So, true
Because your
Islam.
answers are
Okay,
too funny.
listen. Let me answer
Go
it.
ahead.
Now, you asked the question. Let me answer it. So, true Islam brought peace. It brought stability when people were being persecuted.
We have more
when
peace without
There
Islam.
you go,
We have more
interrupting
peace
again.
without Islam.
There you go. You know what it shows? It shows you can't debate me, bro. That's what it shows. Because have I interrupted you once? No. The moment you start interrupting,
Well, I don't give a fuck.
The
Quit
moment
spewing
you start
bullshit, you
interrupting,
fucking
listen,
moron.
American, you're the biggest terrorist
Not
on the
the
face of this
Americans.
earth. Listen, the moment you start interrupting, it shows you cannot debate me, man. Because if
Of
you had
course.
the balls, what you would do is this. You would listen to me and then you would debunk me and bring facts. But you can't do that, mate. You're too shit scared. Constant interruptions. You asked me the question
Just
800
yes or
times.
no, Salim.
Constant interruptions.
Yes or
man.
no? Do
So
you really
listen,
think your religion
Let
is?
me
Hold on
answer the
one
question.
second. Hold on one second.
Let me answer the question.
Here,
Ness.
we could just do it this way, okay? Just type in the chat yes or no. Is your religion the religion of peace? Okay, you are too unhinged. You're a fucking ticking time bomb. You can explode at any point. Salim, is your religion the religion of peace? All right, you could put your answers in written form. All right, nobody can interrupt you in the chat. Just answer me. Is your religion the religion of peace? Yes or no? Zach says, can we talk about... Zach, we'll talk about that when Trump goes and fucks them up. You hear me, little Zach? Hold on, let's just go full on fucking opposition. The Three Stooges, 3 people that I accepted: Jackass, Julian, and Salima. So is your religion the religion of peace, yes or no?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
All right. And if somebody said to you, your religion is responsible for a lot of terrorist attacks, that is not peaceful, what would
Yeah.
your response be?
Okay. So when it comes to tea attacks, I don't support them. I don't back it, and it's wrong. Yeah. So there should be no tea attacks, right? I don't support tea attacks.
Okay, great. So do you agree that your religion, at the very least, has a PR problem, where there are people throughout the world that associate Islam with nothing but terrorist attacks? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, there is an issue with that. Yeah.
Okay, great. And I appreciate the short, sweet answers.
No. It's not about that. Some questions you can answer straight away. Some questions need a bit of explanation. But the problem is you just have an issue with all of that. And you're the same like everyone else, mate, right? Just stop people talking, interrupting. Why don't we just have a normal intellectual conversation, mate? Let me speak. Let me answer your question, right? And then that's it.
So I don't know where you went to school, but my school year would be broken up into 4 quarters, right? First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. We have just wrapped up the first quarter of this century. And what grade would you give Islam for the first quarter?
I don't know, mate. Whatever grade you want to give, you can give it, mate.
Okay, great. So let me tell you why I give it a failing grade. Number one, I have asked for months now, give me the most impactful Muslim this century, meaning the first 25 years of this century. Nobody could give me a name.
Sure.
There's
so why don't
hold on one second.
Yeah.
There's 2 billion Muslims, not one productive Muslim, but there's been tens of thousands of terrorist attacks this century done by your religion.
Okay. Can I speak now?
Did I say
can I speak?
anything just yes or no? Did I say anything inaccurate?
No. Don't give me yes or no. Either let me speak. If you've got the balls and the intellect to debate me.
Once again, the question is very simple. Do you agree that you did not give me a name, and there's been plenty of Muslims that come up here, cannot give me a name of a productive Muslim this century? And then added on top of that, unfortunately, there's been a shit ton of terrorist attacks coming from your religion. So the question I have is, how do we assure the second quarter of this century there are more productive Muslims and less terrorist attacks? Because I'll be honest with you, based off people like you and Little Zach and Logical, I do not have great hope that is going to be the case. Why? You guys are unhinged. You act like uncaged animals. You are dumb as fuck. And it's that simple. So that's why I'm saying that my goal is to cut the Muslim population in half over the next 25 years. Not through violence, that's your thing. It's through education. Maybe let's get inside the prisons. Let's make sure lost souls are not leaving jail practicing a cult religion. Does that make sense, little Salim? Does that make sense to you? All right, good. You two could make a statement before I bring up these unhinged lunatics. Whoever wants to go first. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm echoing. Gross. I just want to say, I think Salim doesn't realize the art of conversation. Maybe Muhammad didn't reveal that in the Quran, but it usually goes a little something where it's not a monologue that he wants to be on like a 2 to 3 minute rampage. I can imagine if someone breaks up with him, the rampage texting they would receive.
Sorry for the echo.
Oh my God, you're right. Scary thought.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just a rampage texter. He talks like he rampage texts. It's quite concerning.
Okay, fair enough. I'm intrigued just strictly by the username. Shmello? Fuzia.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm so good.
Oh, that's great. Where are you from?
Originally, I was born in a shithole country, Afghanistan. Now I'm in the world best country, America.
Okay, and that's awesome. And what brings you up here this morning?
Just your conversation and that Salem.
And what are your thoughts on Salim?
I just want to ask him a question. It's just like why he's debating Islam if he's from Pakistan, and if you compare Saudi to Pakistan, which are U.S. friend and they're trying to be better. They're modernizing. They're getting their kids education. They're throwing rave concert. I mean, I'm following that region. Even Saudi, they don't care about Islam anymore. But if he's from Pakistan, which he left Pakistan for violence, but then he's defending Islam, something which is not theirs.
All right,
Islam has
let
more.
Salim embarrass himself and answer. Go ahead, Salim.
What's the
And then
question?
I
I had
ask
my
one
volume was down.
question: are you from
Yeah.
Pakistan, Salim?
I'm from Pakistan. Yep.
Okay, so then I watched a video last night.
Hmm.
The Donald Trump New Deal on Gaza, that he's building a nice big mega city. Your president, Shahbaz Sharif, was there, and so was Asim Munir.
Hmm.
And actually, your army will be guarding, maybe they will get the contract to defend Gaza from the T groups. So, what is your stand on that?
The funniest thing about that is the people that are putting this together. You got the worst people on the planet. I hate Nawaz Sharif. I'm not a fan of his. They're all slaves of the West, man. These countries, they all take orders from America and Britain. So I'm not a fan of them. America is America, Britain, the West. They're the guys. When you talk about the T
Okay,
groups,
you
hold
are
on,
going on
wait,
a
hold on,
rampage. Another question. Wait,
1 second, man.
maybe in
One
Pakistan
moment,
there.
man. I'm
No,
responding.
don't
You
1
asked me the
second me. I
question.
have a
You
simple
asked me
question.
the question. Let me
Maybe
respond. You asked
you're
me the
going the
question.
wrong
Let
way.
me
I don't need
respond.
that
You
answer. I
asked me
know.
the
But he can
question,
talk to
man.
this
Look at
guy.
them. Look at the
Please,
host, man. You
exactly.
asked me the question. Why don't you let me respond?
You.
You
I don't want
asked
to
me the
waste my
question.
time. I
You
have an
Wait,
asked me the
IQ
question. So
more
let me
than
respond.
nobody
30.
can
Look at the
speak to
host, man.
you.
No one
Nobody
will
can
say,
have a
oh, no, let
conversation
him
with
respond.
somebody who
Look
speaks
at them,
like
man.
you.
That's the difference between a
You
Muslim
just
and a
go. I know
kafir.
Shahbaz
Listen,
Sharif,
why
what
don't
you're
you be
saying. I
quiet and let me
ask you a
respond?
simple
Why don't you be
question.
quiet and
Another
let me
one. I
respond?
got your
Why
answer.
don't you
He's
let me
bad.
respond then? You asked me the question,
You
let me
don't give
respond.
me a
You asked me
lecture.
the question,
You go
let me
on a
respond.
lecture.
Look at them, man. Look at
God.
the host, man, or the panel. No one's going to be
God.
honest and say, oh, let him answer. You know what I mean? That's the difference between a
Always
Muslim and
complain
a
about not
kafir.
being able to
Listen,
answer.
that's
Salim,
the
Nobody's actually
difference
hearing
Salim,
anything
between
from
a
you.
Muslim and a
Salim,
dishonest kafir.
Salim,
That's the difference.
Salim. She asked you the question. She got her answer. She had another
No,
question.
you got to wait
Yeah,
till the guy
exactly.
finished.
Just
No, you
another
haven't got the
question.
No,
answer.
we
Don't
don't
I
have
give
to
haven't even
wait for
finished
broken
my
shit.
point.
words.
I haven't
Simply,
even finished
We
my
don't have to
exactly.
point.
wait for
So let me
shit.
respond. Let me respond to your question. Yeah, I haven't even
Respond. I
finished my
got
point.
your. I
Did I?
got your
When you spoke,
answer. I have a brain. Salim,
All right,
another
go ahead. What's your
question.
next question? Then I'll
The
bring his
next
dumbass back
question
up
is
again.
maybe Shahbaz Sharif or the leaders are trying for the 230 million population, which is in Afghanistan. Maybe they're trying and attempting for what you said to change their youth through education, not through violence. Why the Muslims from Pakistan are so violent? Maybe he should go back to Pakistan and leave his place for some deserving person who can become a better person. It doesn't make any sense to me why the Pakistanis in America who are an American citizen are more Pakistani than the Pakistani in Pakistan.
What?
This was simple question. Like maybe what the leaders there, the Shehbaz Sharif who comes, who are trying, they made mistakes, they're struggling to leave Islam behind and de-radicalize their nation or their youth. But then he ramp on him that he's the president, he's the bad guy, and I'm the best one. I'm gonna preach Islam while I'm in America, where it's not needed here. World would miss nothing. They left Islam. They're running away from Islam. The true, the genuine, the good Islam is in Afghanistan. So why can't he go with his family and live there in Afghanistan? People like him, because of him, the people in Afghanistan or Pakistan do not get a chance to align in values with the West or the first world. That's my stance on him. But he wouldn't let me talk.
He's an unhinged animal. All
Right.
right.
I call them in my life, I call them an IQ from 27 a pendulous IQ between 27 and 29. That's who they are. They can never upgrade to 30, so you can't debate them. And if he just think a little bit, maybe he would learn something from here.
Are they talking about Salim?
Yes.
Yeah, something's wrong with him. Not gonna lie.
But how many Muslims come up here, can answer questions in an honest way without deflecting or denying facts? The number is very, very small.
Or host, you forgot the key thing they always do in the arguments. They mention another Abrahamic religion. They say, "Oh, but they're doing that." They do that like all the time. It's like literally.
We saw that user. We talked about that a few minutes ago. It's a good thing, of course. Trumpavelli, what's going on, brother?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on live. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I'm not on the box. Hey, if you really want to come into prison, man, I can get you there.
What? Why is it that we can't make sure Islam is not preached there? And I know that's like a very harsh thing to say, and I get it. But
they got sued.
Hold on one second. Just my opinion is we have lost souls in these jails. They pick up on this cult and they come out and do horrendous things. That's my opinion. Go ahead.
Well, they got sued. They got a lawsuit, to be able to practice freedom of religion. So since they got that lawsuit, they've been able to do it.
Well, yeah, but you have to understand the real reason why they actually do this, because I feel like everyone's ignoring it. A lot of the reason why they even convert when they're in prison is to usually protect themselves. They don't usually believe it when they leave. Although there's going to be a certain percentage of them that do take it away from them when they leave, a lot of the time it's just for protection, which kind of says a lot about the validity of said religion. Because the fact that you're using it for protection.
I don't know how true that is, because I know plenty.
It's true. It's true. It's a known fact. It's a known fact in the US and the UK. Both countries,
Australia.
actually. Australia.
I know plenty who have got out of prison and they still practice it. So I don't.
Did you not hear what I said? This is why you need to use your listening ears. She's only why you need to use your listening ears. I said there's going to be a small percentage.
Wait, I am Rose. Do you work in a prison, or have you been to prison before?
Like what?
I know people who have been to prison. Yes.
Okay, so Trumpavelli here works in a prison, so he's speaking from personal experience. I'm just letting you know before you get all.
Yeah, but to say that it's not a thing, that's
bro.
not
The Muslims
accurate.
in prison, they don't even fight, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, they definitely do in Australia.
Not out here. It's only gangs that fight in the prison out here. The Muslims don't even fight.
So, what percentage of people, just give me rough numbers, Trumpavelli, what percentage of inmates leave practicing Islam?
Man, here at least 47% of them.
Okay, so that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem for sure.
Okay, so why is it? I is saying it's out of fear, but my perception is, and once again, it is my perception, that you just have more people going around with a Quran than you do a Bible or any other religious text. Is that true, or is my perception not meeting reality?
No, that's true.
Okay, so how do we get more Bibles into the prisons than Qurans?
We need more prison ministers. It's a ministry. Christians have to take it upon themselves to go, and it's always open. Like, you just have to talk to the warden and your local area and go and start a group, start a Bible study, start something. But clergy have the right to do it.
Yes.
Maybe I'll be the Christian Asher. I'll go into prison. What?
That's what I'm saying. I could really get you in there, bro. I could really get you in there.
So why is it that more priests are not going in there?
Well, you know what the thing is, though, and the problem that exists is, like with Julian, a lot of the people who go in there are usually a Nation of Islam, because it teaches a black supremacist ideology, and unfortunately there's a disproportionate amount of black people in American prisons, right?
100%.
So what they're doing is they're going in there, they're teaching, black and or like people of color empowerment, because it's Latinos too. My uncle went into prison, he came out Muslim.
And
He's like,
that's
I'm not
what
even for it.
baffles me right there.
Yeah.
What she's saying is factual also, right? The fact that I've never seen a Hispanic Muslim before. Never, until I started working here. Granted, like she said, it's a very small percentage, but I've never seen a white Muslim until I worked in a prison, and I've never seen a Hispanic Muslim
Add a point into it as well.
until
Since
I
I'm a
started working in a prison.
transitioning Christian from Islam, and I go to church sometime for prayers and sometime just to read, and what I observe, what priests said, that there is a decline in the priests as well. So maybe that's a factor that a lot of, especially in Catholicism, when you're becoming a priest, you have to devote your whole life and you live a very sacred life, very clean life. Maybe that's a very big challenge for a lot of kids to start the foundation of becoming a priest. That's one of the reason. And then the Lutheran Church is, when we go on a big Good Friday, there were not a lot of people there as well. So maybe the decline in the priests or the volunteer group. And that again has a point, because what Muslims do, they just, when you're becoming a Muslim priest or a mullah, you live in a big compound where you're mostly molested by their mullah, the kids. And then those kids are indoctrinated into a sort of hate, and they live on a bare minimum. Like, for example, if we would have a madrasa in America, the kids would go to every home and they collect the food, the meal, the 3-day meal, and that's what they eat, and the rest they dedicate themselves. You can't live on just shelter and 2-3 time meals. So maybe the standard, what you see in life as an American youth, you want your own house, you want your independence, you want your own car, you want your own job, then you want to go on a trip. So the lifestyle is what is making an American volunteers or youth or teen to be aligned more with the worldly, to make your wages and work your way up in the system. So
Fuzia,
that's
hold on one
maybe a
second.
reason.
How long ago did you come to America?
10 years ago?
10 years ago, and you left Islam 10 years ago, or
Maybe 2 years into it.
okay?
Maybe a
And what
year.
was the number one thing that happened, or what was the biggest eye opener that made you say, "I gotta get out of this religion"?
The number one thing is, as you see, I have 550 followers. I have millions of followers on Facebook. So I burned the Quran live, and the
What?
reaction, the hate, the ugliness I saw was really appalling. So I keep advocating against it, and just find my way out through left my family, which they were the first one to. The percussion comes from them, and then my fiance now, he helped me, support me, and saw the biggest difference.
All
Jason
right,
is
all
my
right, all right. Hold
fiance.
on one second, please. So you said
hmm
you burnt the Quran on live?
Yes.
You go, girl.
You can find me on YouTube. So then I had a lot of fatwa, hate. Oh, we are going to do you this. We are going to do you that. We are going to do this. And I says, come do whatever you want to do to me. I'm not afraid of you. And they try to intimidate me. They try to, isolate me, anything. I don't care. I keep finding more and more friends.
How did you come to Christianity though? What was it that
I hafiz the Quran. I was a very real Muslim who practices 5 times a day, and I thought that's a mean to spirituality. But then, as a very good question, which the host say the fourth quarter, when he divided the first century, the second century of this millennia, if I see in 100 years from today, if we go back, study the 100 years, what has Islam brought to the world? Nothing. Then in 1,000 years, nothing. So I read, I study, I love history, I love religious texts. So when I study Bible, it aligns more with my spiritual values. It aligns more with ethics. It aligns more with becoming a better person. It aligns you more with becoming a more giving person. And the Christian hospitality, the kindness, the nurturing values, that's all what I align with. So I made a personal choice of becoming a Christian, but it's easy. It's a very hard journey, but it's very easy. It's very peaceful. I hope people like Salim can understand what good he has missed on, and I hope he didn't deprive his kids from it.
That's
Well, I think you're
incredible.
amazing. Keep up the good fight. And yeah. Hey, Dave.
So the question should be: is how do we get? How do you say your name? Is it? How do you say your name? Fuzia.
Fuzia.
Oh, I said it right. Surprising.
Yeah.
How do we get more Fuzias and less Salims throughout the world? That's
Not
the number
only
one question.
from Muslim community, but from an American community, American as well. I work on them. Recently, my friend, she visited. She's a very sweet girl, 4.0 GPA, very smart. She travels a lot, and what? Yeah.
I was wondering if you could possibly.
Wait, where'd that come from?
Somebody, what?
Probably work or something.
So
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
my friend came. So the
Oh,
thing
you're
is,
fine,
my
love.
just let me finish this short sentence. She was with me for 4 years in the college, and she went to Egypt, France, Jordan. When I just volunteered to pick her back. So I say, what did you miss and notice? She says, oh my God, men were smoking hookah, women were not allowed. And then I told her, what did you see in Western civilization there? He says, oh yeah, in Egypt, because Alexandria was built by Alexander, the city in Egypt. Jordan was a territory of Rome. So was Lebanon. So was Israel. The Greek and Rome had great influence there. Even Bagram in Afghanistan was built by Alexander. So I said, like, talk to them. I said, did you compare your life, your husband, your two children? And then that's how I work with both communities. So I influence a lot of Muslim youth who see things different than what is taught to them by the Quran, and also the American youth who hate this country or somehow felt victim of the indoctrination or the victim card, just like people sell and play. So very decent, educated conversation can lead a person who are astray in Islam become a better person. So it's just difficult, but it's simple. Dialogue, talking, what you said, very beautiful. Education. And the biggest generosity that we open our borders to them. Some percentage of them, as 40%, is a huge impact that they're leaving Islam. But again, there will always be a challenge because the existence of Quran, the reading of Quran, even the moment you read it, this book has a very magic in it, which can indoctrinate you by hating somebody who does not believe like what you believe in. So,
But what I
and
don't get, what I don't understand is why is it I'm a moron on TikTok? Why isn't more politicians and more people throughout this country and throughout the world talking about the prison system? Because I think that's I don't know what the percentage is, of course, but I think that's a big problem that we have lost souls joining a cult religion that's leading to horrendous things. I don't get why
Can
more
I?
people. Yeah, go ahead. Of course.
So in Australia, it's probably, I think, don't quote me 100%, okay, because someone's going to shame me in the comments, but I think it's about 60% of our prison population is Muslims. And I think a lot of the reason is that they know that there's these sort of like terror cells in there, and they're interconnected to, terrorist groups outside of Australia. And they kind of use them for a bit of information, but they feel like they've got closer control over that movement if they're in the prison system. And I think a lot of them do work secretly as well for the government when they try and, cross-train them, etc. But at the moment, I think the biggest issue is that we can't, if we become like a country where we say there's no freedom of a religion, then we just become what they are. So like constitutionally in America, you can't say to someone, well, that's a cult and this one's not.
No,
Even
but I
though-
think I think what Dave is saying is these people are being predatory, and they're going into these prisons where people are isolated. They're lacking in the normal resources that I guess everybody else has, right? Because they're in prison, they've committed crimes, and it doesn't seem like the government is really willing to or able to at this point do something about this predatory behavior. And that is an issue, 100%.
Hey, Dave, can I get the big screen real quick? I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
of course.
Bianca. I was way off, bro. So it actually says, am I in the big screen?
You
Yeah,
are.
it's
Just so
a
you know,
little glitchy
TikTok is
still.
glitching.
Horribly.
People can't
Just tell
hear
us
the
what it
live.
says,
People
maybe.
can't click on profiles. Like, I've gotten so many messages the last 2 nights. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, yeah, you know they finally
Does.
they ventured over, so it's,
Correct.
but it says it's actually 9.1%. But New Jersey, believe it
Wait,
or
what's
not,
what's the 9%? I'm so sorry.
American prisons have 9.1% Muslim.
Is that going in?
No, not going in. I don't think it's going in.
Okay, so
Does that say 2019 though, Trumpavelli? Does that say 2019, 2020?
Hold on one second.
resize that motherfucker. But even so, the question is what percentage go in Muslim versus leave Muslim? That would be the number one question. And why? What is going on inside these jails that
Dave,
here we have a lot of
Well, these people are lost. You know?
Yes, I keep saying that. Yes, I agree for it.
Have you seen, Dave, the Valentina Gomez from Texas?
No.
No?
Oh, she's amazing.
Wait, what am I missing?
So Valentina Gomez is a Colombian American running for, I don't know what she's running for. Is it senator? She for Senate or House of Representatives? I'm not sure which one, but I'll send you so you can. I'm not going to say it here because it's too controversial. But let's just say she says a lot of Congress. Thank you, Michael. She says a lot of things. So.
Okay, she's from the Valley. Michael Haas says. Okay.
Is she the one that swore in on the Quran?
Is she what? Say that again.
I was asking Bianca, is she the one that swore in on the Quran?
She also walks around with like a blowtorch.
A what? A blowtorch?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Look her up on Instagram. You'll see why. I can't say the things that she says on TikTok.
All right, Habibi down there at the bottom. Where are you from?
Hey, I'm from Egypt.
Okay, and why are you here, kind sir?
No, I'm just listening. Let me just catch the topic, then I will enter the conversation.
What the fuck? Why do you guys do that? Why do you do that? Why not come up and be prepared to add to the conversation? So I'll put you back in the chat. You listen for a couple days and then come back up.
Wait,
Why do you
Dave,
guys
I have a question,
go
though,
ahead.
or maybe for Trumpavelli, or I don't know, the Americans, I guess, because apparently, obviously, what you're saying is that these people go into jail, not Muslim, come out Muslim. Now, are they coming out and are they like extremists, or are they just like, for example, like I don't think Julian's blowing people up. I don't.
Well, no.
They come like Julian.
That's
They come out like Julian.
Okay, but Julian is
That's
just like a troll
yeah.
on TikTok.
Yeah, that's
But
the
it's still
majority
a-
of them.
it's still a problem.
I don't really find
It's
him.
actually a mix, right? You do.
A lot
you
of
have
them no, but they leave Nation of Islam. They realize that the rest of Islam doesn't accept them, and then they become real Muslims
and start blowing people up, or not.
I mean, it depends on what mosque they go to, who their imam is. So, but a lot of them, it just builds a foundation. But they do eventually end up converting. Dave, I sent it to you, by the way.
Thank you. But Court, I would explain it this way: it's not every person that goes into jail and comes out Muslim is a terrorist, right? But it could lead that way, right? If somebody comes out and they're a born again Christian, or they're
I see
a
what you're saying. It's a pathway to radicalism.
Right.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me.
Right. Even if it, whatever the small percentage is, it's still a percentage that we can avoid by not having 40 or 45% of people in prison come out practicing a religion that unfortunately produces terrorists, right?
Terrorists.
That's how I would say it.
No,
But
I
can I
mean,
just
and
make a point?
that's
Sorry.
absolutely true.
In the UK and Australia, we have like the younger population. There's like an uprising of Salafi Islam, which is like where they follow the Salaf and they use the hadiths, and it's very complicated. You have to study a long time to do it, and it's like an orthodox version, and that's where they're usually quite radical, and it's happening pretty much. Yeah, I would say UK, Australia is very, very common. And they sort of use this ideology. They come and they do Dawa online. That's why you see a lot of UK Dawa bros, and they're like, very strict on how they want to practice. They tend to be very radical. Like the Bondi dude, he was a Salafi, and he converted only like 6 years ago. And they teach that in the
Isn't
mosques.
the Bondi dude related to ISIS?
Yeah, so that like that's
But they're not
it wasn't
Salafi.
well they use that banner because it's an Islamic state, right? Which in the Quran they don't believe in like pan-Arab flags. They believe in Islamic flags and nations. So that's why they use that ideology. But really, he was still a Salafi. So, and there's photos of him at like particular mosques behind, like posing with the books, and like sort of getting his certificate.
I have a question, and I just want everybody to answer their opinion, or maybe there's facts out there to.
Can I say one thing, Dave, if you don't mind?
Hold on, Trumpavelli. Let me just ask this question. If we were to go, let's just say the number of terrorist attacks done this decade or this century is 40,000. Let's just use an even number. Are there more Muslims committing terrorist attacks that converted to the religion, or were lifelong Muslims?
Oh, easy. These are lifelong Muslims for sure.
Probably lifelong.
Okay. Does everybody agree? Okay. Well, if that's the case, then go ahead, Golden. Go ahead, explain. You're saying it's a mix?
Yeah, because so like for instance, depending on the region of the Middle East, like, if you're from Turkey, a lot of Turkish people are just culturally Muslim.
But
So,
what do
like,
you
even
think
though
it
they're-
is? Just keep it simple. Do you think it's
Yeah, so they're
60,
either
40,
Orthodox
70,
Muslim-
30?
I reckon it's probably like 60%, or maybe 70% lifelong, and then 30%, because a lot of them now are not born in, like, they're born in the West. So they learn, like, they want to be like the most Muslim ever. That's what it seems to be like lately with these like younger ones, because keep in mind they're foiling a lot of attacks too. Like we're not getting all the information that's happening, especially in the UK. And they
No, I'm
tend to
with
be
you.
younger.
That's a really valid point. That's a really valid point.
Trumpavelli, what were you going to say, sir?
But but you see, there's a new uprising. There's a new problem uprising in America, right? Which is we're getting these Muslims in the government, bro. Right? So I think before we can even focus and work on the prison, we would have to get these damn people out of our government, right?
Yeah,
I think
no,
when
I
it's
agree
getting
with
when it comes to a point to where, these people are getting voted in and they're
How do we
swearing in on
get them out though? How do you get them out?
Well, it's
education.
They're voting them in, and then when they're voting them in, and then you got these people swearing on the Quran. You have people like Mandani, right? Stating New York is going to be a Muslim state. Like, bro, that's very dangerous rhetoric, bro.
Did he say that?
Yeah,
Did you guys see the Miss Rachel video? I put it in
No.
my story if anybody wants to see. It's actually really scary. Mom Donnie was making a video with Miss Rachel, and basically they're telling children, because that's who Miss Rachel's demographic is toddlers. Yeah, buses are no longer going to charge you any more fees. Like, this is indoctrination. So the video response was, they're indoctrinating toddlers into communism.
What?
Like, yeah, look at my story. I put it in my story. It's sick. It's sick.
When they go after the kids, it's like my biggest thing. Like, it's disgusting. Like, that's sick. That's sick.
All right, let me hear
And that's what
from.
a
Hold on
problem
one
is.
second, please. Tay
Yeah,
at
it
the
is.
bottom. Where are you from? Tay?
But I am from Pakistan. Where are
Tremendous. Where? What did he say? Where am I from?
He's from.
you from? Are you?
Tay, I'm from Pakistan as well. I just moved to America. What brings you up, Tay? All right, Tay. I'm glad I shut everybody up for that interaction. Good, Trumpavelli. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say that what Bianca just stated, bro. That's diabolical, dude.
Well, what do you expect Mom Donnie to do? He said he ran like, look, you could
Normal? I don't know.
No, you could bitch about Mom Donnie. You could bitch about Trump. They're doing exactly what they said they're going to do. There's
But
no
that's
way
the
around
question.
it.
How
that's
do we
the
get rid of them?
problem,
They're
though,
being
Dave.
elected into these positions. What do we do?
But see, that's the problem, Dave. Once again, you have.
What?
I remember a year ago you stated we have like the dumbest people, right? And it's obvious how dumb people are, especially when it comes to voting. You could just see how they vote, right? You could tell how dumb they are by how they vote. When you sit up there and ask these people why they voted for this man, right? They'll sit up there and tell you, oh, I voted for him because he's a socialist. And I agree with socialist policies. Like, what are we doing, bro? What has happened to America, bro?
This is what always happens though. They try and combat. They think, oh, I hate conservatism, so I have to go the most opposite route.
And it started with Trump. It started with Trump.
But it started in the schools. It started with this kumbaya bullshit where everybody's got to go out, and hold hands and be nicey nice. And that's not reality. Listen, I think the biggest problem with the youth is nobody tells them they're fat, dumb, or ugly. Like they're never told no. They grow up thinking, everybody has to be friends and is nicey nice. And that's not the world. And the reality is they also, for some reason, I think that the government cares about them. The government doesn't give a shit. If you're voting for anything other than to put more money in your own pocket and national security, you're out of your mind. They don't give a shit.
But when you hear a story like Fuzia's, doesn't it give you hope that she came from Fuzia? Where are you from? Afghanistan originally?
I think
Yes, I'm from Afghanistan. So I want to add something little.
Sure.
This friend of mine who went to Egypt, she was very liberal, very sweet girl, very smart. Just, I wish everyone in the world would be like her. Even my sister-in-law, she's the same way. Kind, beautiful, gentle. Some peoples are just kind. They mean no bad. But then the problem with those peoples are that they are a vulnerability because people can prey on their emotion, on their kindness. They're cleverer than the good people around us. So I ask her a question. Even this would be a question for everything. Why West or European has to come to America this far? Why? What was the need? They had built, if you see Rome, Greece, France, Germany, England, Spain, I told you Jordan, Lebanon, they were all Greek or Western territories. Why would, Christopher Columbus suddenly come here just to invent this land and build it? Why? For me, the answer was simple. Because the Muslims were advancing, invading. They even conquered Spain. 1,000 years ago, they conquered Holy Land. And they were not allowing people to their Christian values. They were persecuting or killing or converting or taking jizya. So we know the pilgrimage came to America in search of freedom for their religion. And there was a looming threat for their existence because Islam or the Muslims were advanced in technology. They were fighting, killing, at least they don't care for their life. They would use any mean, whatever the T group used, despite being so non-dominant in technology in warfare. So that was the reason. First, we have to tell the true, the genuine history of our ancestors who came here and made America a place, heaven for us all, to live in peace, is to tell the truth. It wasn't some adventure. It wasn't some picnic. It wasn't something, oh, ooh la la, we came here and we found this beautiful land. If Muslim wouldn't have advanced in the Europe or West, maybe today America would have been just a place untouched, inhabited by some people. We might all would come here to see the nature. We might not have built it, but unfortunately, the Muslim were
Unfortunately,
advancing,
we have a
taking
group called
lands. Yeah, taking land. So Muslim owe an apology to the indigenous people. It's because of them, because back was a death for our ancestor, and ahead of that, when they found America, a place where they can live and bring their kids to, I feel just they had no choice just to live here and
Got
stay
you.
here.
Yeah,
And now
so we have a problem
the
with
other people like me, the other
oh my
people like me
gosh.
or the Salim should know exactly we ran away from Islam. We ran away from Islam to be somewhere where we can be peaceful. We wake up to our lives and go to work, go to school. That's it. But nobody tell them that. If Mamdani is asked this question, why are you here? Why am I here? Why we are all here? It's because of the threat of Islam. It's because of the threat to our life.
What's
That's
wrong,
all.
Trumpet Belly? What's wrong, bro?
Patience today. He has no patience.
Well,
What?
no, I agree with her. She's absolutely right, but she forgot to mention the FBAs, right?
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
she forgot to mention the Foundation of Black Americans who were here way before, you know?
you an FBA?
Hell no. What the hell?
I don't know.
Fuzia, have you ever heard of Foundational Black Americans?
No, what are they?
Bunch of clowns. That's what they are.
Okay.
Bunch of clowns.
Bunch of
They're-
clowns.
That's what
Black
they
people
are.
who say they were here before indigenous people.
Black people, poor guys, they had a good continent. All Africa belongs to them, but they were taken over by Islam. Even their languages, just Egypt has their own language, African has their own culture. They should be freed and allowed to live the way they lived. But demographic changes happen. Muslim advances, taking their lands, having them. They had white slaves. Even Greek were slaves in Ottoman Empire. So they were poor. I feel bad for two people, Europeans and African, because they were the biggest victim of this cult. So
All right, let me hear from Khan. What do you got? Where are you from? Down there at the bottom? Hello? You've been in and out of the queue for an hour now.
He's
All
a
right,
Muslim
very good.
too.
How do you know? That's racist.
I clicked on his profile.
And what did you find?
He was at the Black Rock.
Oh, okay. Just so you know, this morning, was anybody present for the other day when Yo Mans and Why You Mad got into it?
No,
Was
I
anybody
that
here
was
for that?
that was wow.
Okay.
About
Okay,
what
I'll
happened?
give you the summary. Yo Mans, I believe she's not. I believe I know she's ex-Muslim, and she was about to get baptized on Sunday, yesterday. And the conversation came up about gay weddings. Why You Mad said, "I'm not coming to your wedding." Yo Mans is a lesbian. And long story short, this morning started with Yo Mans being the first one up here. She turned her camera on for the first time. She's a very beautiful girl. And she says she is no longer becoming Christian. She's joining Team Satan. And she had some kind of book there to prove that she's joining Team Satan. And that was that. So, what? Go
I
ahead.
didn't know that part happened. I just heard that they had
Well,
a
it happened. She was the first person in here this morning. And that was her message. She's joining the occult. I don't even know what that is.
Wow.
And
Okay.
here's my problem, man. If you're
What?
not ready, at the end of the day, we follow these faith religions. Whatever, I don't really like saying religion, but we follow our faiths for like discipline and for structure. If you're not ready to submit your worldly ways, right, to follow Christ or to follow scripture, then don't even waste your time. Like, I
Yeah,
can't
but
sit up there and be a Christian, right, and then be a gay. I can't sit up there and be a Christian and then go to the bar. I can't sit up there and be a Christian and be out here doing things that the Christian Bible speaks against, bro. Like, you just
would you
can't do
go to a
that.
gay wedding? Yes or no?
We went through this a year ago. No, bro. Because that means I
Okay.
will be condoning that sin. No, I wouldn't go to a gay wedding. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I did not remember your answer. The only answer I remember from a year ago or whenever that happened was Jackie. 6 months. Okay, thank you. Was Jackie's. That's the only, and Bianca's, to be fair.
We were all on the panel, but no. And, that was one thing that I agree with Jackie on, man. Like, no, absolutely not. Because then I will be condoning that sin. I will be okay with it.
I have a different
touting.
stance.
That's it. It's what the Bible says. We can't challenge it. You can be like an unorthodox Christian, but that's personal. But it doesn't represent our faith.
My stance
Yeah,
is
but-
the same as I said last time.
What, you wouldn't go to a gay wedding either?
No, I would.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd go to one because
I don't
as
remember
said-
everybody's answer. Sorry.
No, that's okay. The reason I would is that I'd go to a Jewish wedding. I'd go to a atheist's wedding. I'd go to obviously I'm not going to go to someone's wedding that is like a crazed lunatic. But what I'm saying is I don't know what's in someone's heart. I can't sit there and go, they could be presenting as someone who's not gay and be in a sham wedding. How would I know? That's between them and God.
And you know what happened? Yo Mans was up here, and then that pedophile Doffy came up, and Yo Mans dropped. But
who?
You'll go to the YouTube and watch the Christmas Day broadcast, and it's a couple hours long. But it is this flat out terrorist who is a pedophile. But he made a return, and I'm always looking to get information out of him. And this dumb fuck messaged me his caseworker's phone number that I'll have to get verified. And I told him that if he gives me his caseworker's information, I'll take down the YouTube video. Because that's his problem, is the YouTube video is up. Of him saying all these
I want
horrendous
the
things.
caseworker to see it. Damn.
Exactly.
Should send it to the caseworker and then take it down.
No, I'm not going to take it down. I will send it to the caseworker.
I thought you were saying you're going to be a man of your word and take it
No.
down.
Yeah. Speaking of foundational Black Americans, here goes Julian, this fucking crackerjack.
Not the crackerjack.
All right, opening statement. Go ahead, Julian.
How are you guys doing this morning?
Oh, we're great, Julian.
Monday.
Better than the
I hear there's a storm. Is there a storm your way, Dave?
Not mine.
We got like a foot of snow.
Oh, that's normal.
Well, not really. No, not really. And then on top of it, it's not going to hit above freezing for the next 10 days. So this snow is going nowhere.
Oh, that's cool.
You think the Ayatollah's still alive?
Man, the Ayatollah's going to live. The Ayatollah's is historic, bro.
The question was, is he alive?
First of all, no, the question is, of course he's alive. Of course he's alive.
Not for long.
And even if he wasn't alive, he rules from the grave.
Oh gosh.
Did y'all hear? Not you, Dave. You've been listening to
grave.
He rolls from the grave. Put that on.
He's
a
going to be a
t-shirt.
ghost?
Yeah, he'll never die.
Oh.
Hey,
what he has
Julian.
done in the Islamic world is historic, bro. It's historic.
Thank you, Gemma. Good morning. Fuzia up here above Trumpavelli. She used to be one. She was from Afghanistan, I believe, and she moved to the States. And she left your cult, and she is famous for burning the Quran. I guess on YouTube.
What cult?
Islam.
Oh, you think Islam is a cult?
Duh.
Bro, the most famous name on the planet is Muhammad, named after the Holy Prophet, bro. More people on the planet Earth named after the Holy Prophet. That's not a cult.
Just because you reproduce the most.
That's not a cult.
What percentage of people that name their child Muhammad know that Muhammad dated a child or married a child?
Muhammad didn't marry a child.
What?
That's the Jewish rabbi sucking off little boys. I got pictures of that.
No, the Sunnis believe she was a child. The Sunnis believe she was a child.
Usually it takes you a while.
I got pictures of that. And Dave, you should not talk being a Catholic.
Can I ask why you have pictures of that? Why do you have pictures of that?
Because it's on the internet. It's on the internet. That's evidence.
That's weird.
That's so weird.
Evidence
Of what? Wait, pictures of what? What are you-
Not
you
Johnny
show me a
Cochran
picture of-
collecting evidence.
You show show me a picture of the prophet doing anything out of line.
Are you in a
You
tunnel right
can't.
now, Julian?
You can't.
Your Wi-Fi is going
No,
a bit
why?
crackly, mate.
I am in the car. I'm
You
in
have
the car.
pictures of what? I still don't understand. Pictures of what?
Bro, Julian,
Of
bro.
the evil sick stuff that Jewish rabbis do to little boys.
You're
Plus,
gonna
they
go to jail for
unalive
having
children
that.
by spread.
You can't
You
have that
It's
on your.
it's on
You
the
breaking
can't have
internet.
that on.
news.
You can't
It's
have that
on
on
the
Breaking
video.
internet.
news,
Not a
Listen,
Dave.
good
Echo.
thing anyone does that goes to jail. Should Muhammad be put to jail for what he did, or at least be
Muhammad is
called out?
1,500 years ago, cracker.
I don't
1,500
think she's
years
a
ago,
cracker.
cracker. Come up to
She's not
speed.
a cracker.
Come up to speed. Because the minute, well, her talking points definitely is.
Oh,
The
it's a
minute
cracker
the black
talking
man
point.
or black
Gotcha.
woman of America starts talking about our recent history here in America, y'all get your panties up in a bunch. But you want to talk about a prophet 1,500 years ago, it's only a silly cracker talking point because you have nothing else.
But isn't
But
he the
Dave,
best example?
With the thousands of cases of
May I
PDFs
ask
in the
him a
Catholic Church,
question?
you
I'm
got a hell of
talking
a
of
nerve to talk.
Jesus. I'm talking of Jesus 2,000 years ago. He didn't had any value what Muhammad had.
hmm
So why don't you follow something which is
Well, I'm
better
talking
than
about the
Islam,
Jesus
Amen.
which is
today. I'm
older
talking
than
about
it?
the
We talk
Jesus.
about
I'm talking
Christianity.
about
We
the
talk
Jesus
about Jesus.
today. No, you don't. You talk Jesus, but you do
Yes, the
Satan.
Jesus. We are
You talk
pro-life.
Jesus, but you do Satan. You
No,
talk
I don't do
Jesus,
Satan.
but
This
you do
dude.
Satan.
No, I
What's
don't.
wrong
I
with
have
this
hope.
dude?
Jesus is my savior.
Yeah,
We
of
are all
course.
sinner. We don't come here
Yeah,
as angel and kill
yeah,
kafir and go
yeah.
to
That's what the
heaven
KKK
and earn
said.
72 virgin.
That's what the Triple K
Muhammad
said
was a
right before
false
they burned the
prophet
Let
cross.
her talk,
who
Julian.
attracted some weirdo. Muhammad attracted. He was Satan himself, and he was the devil who plagiarized part of good verse from Christian Bible and Torah, and then added like a mosaic the devil to have so many women and do what October 7 they did in the T group did, the Hamas did. That's what Muhammad and his followers would
hmm
do. That's how
hmm
he rise to power by stealing, looting, giving
hmm
you false
And how long ago
illusions
was
of
this?
72 virgin.
And how long ago was
Whatever
this?
Allah Bible say nothing is new under the sun. The challenge has been still there. Bible say nothing is new under the sun. So
Bible
whether
say
it was 1400
which
years
Bible?
ago Muhammad,
Which
whether
Bible?
it was the
There's
Sultan
100
Salahuddin
versions.
Ayyubi who invaded the Holy Land and massacred innocent women and children and
hmm
forced converts and took
She's
jizya,
reading.
whether it's today Houthi groups or Afghanistan. So
Are
that
you
would
done?
stay loom till the doomsday because devil would always reside. We are sinner. We're no saint.
Oh, here we go with
But
this
if
stuff.
you just try and attempt to bring Jesus into your life, at least
hmm
you will
Yes, Julian. Try
condemn
and bring Jesus into
Satan,
your life.
or
Jesus,
you won't
she's
rape
concerned
little
about
kids. Yeah.
she's not gonna stop. Listen,
Julian, I just have
listen.
a
Are
quick
you having
question.
hot
Wait,
flashes right
let
now?
Julian respond. Let
Sorry.
Julian respond, then Golden. Go, Julian.
First of all, ma'am, it's clear that you're going through menopause and you're probably having hot flashes right now. You probably were around 2,000 years ago, but I'm in 20.
Disrespectful. That's
I'm
very
in. Shut up.
disrespectful what you
I'm
It
say.
is
You
talking
don't
now,
know.
Grandma.
disrespectful. He's an
Grandma.
asshole, Fuzio.
Grandma.
Very
I'm
nice
talking right
sometimes.
now. Listen, Grandma, I'm talking right now. I don't know nothing about no 72 virgins, but I know about them 90 million Persians, though. I know about them 90 million Persians. You don't even remember when you was a virgin. But the fact of the matter is, you're looking back at Jesus 2,000 years ago. You're reading the Bible like it's a history book, and I'm on top of prophecy, ma'am. I'm on top of the Jesus that's coming back, and he ain't coming back to play.
You're a
He's
high
come.
school graduate. You're a high
He
school
ain't coming
dropper.
back.
I'm a
No, no,
doctor.
no, no,
So
no,
are you
no,
a high school
no, no,
dropper?
no,
Do
no.
you have a high school degree?
No.
You have a high school degree.
What if I don't?
At
No, I'm
least I
dumb.
spent my
I'm
life
illiterate.
educating me. I went to medical school. I went to college. That's the difference. Muhammad was an illiterate. So you are
Mhm.
the follower
Yeah.
of an
That's 2,000
illiterate
years
and the
ago, ma'am.
follower of an
Yeah.
illiterate false prophet.
That's 2,000
That's
years
what we
ago,
all
ma'am.
witnessed here.
Ma'am, that's 2,000 years ago. What about the Jesus that's returning? You ever thought about that?
Illiterate, and you're
And by
still
the way, let me help
illiterate.
you out, ma'am. You didn't learn anything, so let me help you out. The Jesus that you read about in the Bible, even the scholars say 75% of what you read
I've
about is the
memorized
Jesus
Quran
that's
when I was
coming.
6 years old. I've memorized
Mhm.
Quran. I still memorize. I speak 10
Were you at
languages.
Auschwitz? You
I
sound like one
have
of them
3
chicks that was at
degrees.
He's
Auschwitz.
Afghani.
And
That's your
What the fuck?
response, Julian. You're such
No,
a
I mean
moron.
she sounds like an old dried up Jew hag, to be honest with you. And why are you so focused on 1500 years
understand
ago?
ghetto language. I just don't
Why
understand ghetto
why
language. I think
Amen.
I've lived with I live with too many polite people, and I'm so sophisticated
uh
for this
you're
Yeah, she
sophisticated.
is.
conversation.
You're sophisticated. No, you're not sophisticated at all. And I could barely even understand you with that fucked up ass accent you got.
Bro, she
Where do you
burned
I
the
where do you
understand
Quran
live,
up
you.
with
Grandma?
Following
lies. She's
Muhammad,
very
follow
Grandma,
Martin Luther
sophisticated, very
King.
intelligent, very
If you
You
smart.
don't
if you
understand.
yeah.
follow
You're
Martin
responding.
Luther King, you
She's a
She's
will
caught
learn
up.
true,
more
she's
than
a true
following Muhammad.
FBA.
She's caught up.
If you
She's caught
follow
up on
Martin Luther
2,000 years ago.
King,
A true FBA from Afghanistan. Go, Golden. You were gonna talk. Go.
Oh, that just took me out. What Trumpavelli said. I can't.
She's
I love it.
FBA. You know what FBA stands for?
if you follow Martin Luther King, you will become a better person than following
I
Muhammad.
follow
So you will
Malcolm
still be
X.
saved.
I follow Malcolm
Yeah,
No,
X
he's
and I
not
follow
a
follow
big
Martin
Malcolm
Luther
MLK
X.
guy.
King.
He's into Malcolm X.
I'm a Muslim. You take
Julian,
that turn the other. That's for Trumpavelli. He'll turn the other cheek on you. He'll
And
kiss your ass.
ironically, his
Not
leader
me.
Farrakhan had Malcolm X killed, which I find quite ironic. But
Facts, Dave, facts.
I mean, I don't get that. How are
Well,
you
go arrest
saying
him
it?
then. Well, go
What?
arrest him. Facts. Go arrest him. Yeah,
Who? Farrakhan?
First of all, if we
Farrakhan's
unalive
dead, just
Malcolm,
like the Ayatollah.
if
They've
we,
both
of
been
course
dead.
he is. Of course he is. Of course he
And
Can I
is.
just
Elijah,
point out the
Dave,
behavior here?
remember,
Like Trumpavelli works in the prison, and Julian went to the prison. There's a
hey,
difference.
remember, Dave, when we showed him that Elijah Muhammad was a pedophile too. Remember that?
Oh
Right.
Lord. Everybody's a pedophile, but there's an Epstein Island, not a Muhammad Island, right?
One,
There's
two.
an Epstein. No, Courtney, I will destroy you
Yeah, there's just a
in front of
Muhammad
everybody.
book.
He's
Shut your
one,
mouth,
too.
Courtney, shut your fucking
I
mouth. I will
feel like
destroy you in
Muhammad
front of
was
Why are
everybody.
something
you
like
talking that way
as
to
Don't you
court?
Epstein,
fucking jump in here
I
because
Court
don't know.
defended you a little
Courtney
bit.
likes to jump in when she thinks
Well, then you
that
never
there's
shut
several
up.
people. No, I need you to shut the fuck up.
No,
I'm
you shut
talking to
up.
the old hag
Is
right
Julian
now.
about to just plow through a crowd? Is that what's going to happen?
Oh,
Is that about
Like
no.
they
to?
do, like the Orthodox Jews do
See,
in
Golden
Israel.
can rhyme too.
You want me to do like the Orthodox Jews do in Israel? They just plow through crowds and shit.
I'm pretty sure that's where you're going,
Miss
Julian.
Miss
Or you're in a
Afghani,
tunnel
Miss
with
Afghani,
the Ayatollah.
Miss
I just
Afghani,
have a
are
quick
you an
question for
immigrant?
you, Julian.
Because we can't wait to
I'm
take
an
you back to the
support.
American.
Taliban.
No,
Hold on, hold on one.
I am very much aligned with American values. I'm an American.
Yes.
I won't even let my dog to be an Afghan. I'm not Afghani. I'm not Afghan.
Yes.
I'm plain
Well, I'm a
American.
foundational Black
I
American.
have
Do
an
you know what that is?
American passport, and I'm so
Do
proud
you
to
know
be an
what that is?
American.
I'm a
Thanks to the
foundational Black
American
American.
Constitution who gave
Clowns.
me this right to be here, get
Who fought for
education,
that right?
pay
Did your
taxes,
people fight for that right
and just be the
in
better
Afghanistan?
person. God has given me
Okay,
a
let's
choice.
see how sophisticated this old bitch is.
My people,
Did you fight for?
American,
Did
meaning
your?
our
Yes, I
veterans.
said it.
You
This
mean American?
old
My
bitch.
peoples
I
are
said it right.
American. I don't
He's such a
believe in
weirdo.
any cult. I don't believe
You don't
in
believe
these.
in nothing but
Yeah,
running
he
from
is.
your fucking
He believes in
homeland.
this tribe system.
You're
I'm
a
not a
refugee.
tribe. I'm a
You
nation.
are a
I'm an
refugee.
American.
You
I'm
are a
not a tribe
refugee. You're an
mentality. I'm an
immigrant.
educated. I'm
Listen,
not a
you might be
refugee.
the next one
We
who gets their
fought
face
against
shot off by ICE.
communism.
You might be the next old hag that
We
gets their
fought.
face shot off
We
by ICE,
fought our
thinking
way
they
to
She's
got
here
white
America.
privilege.
I'm
legally.
not a refugee.
That don't mean the
I
last
don't
two
think she's
people
gonna
that
do
lost their
anything.
heads were
I
in
don't
here
think she's gonna
legally.
evade police. I don't think she's gonna try and run them over. She's a sophisticated lady. I don't think she's gonna get pew-pewed by
Yeah,
She's a
Get
ICE.
her
won't
fucking
run the
immigrant
doctor.
police. I
refugee
support
ass out
ICE.
my
I
country.
support
She's
ICE.
talking about
I
being
support
American.
ICE.
Her
I
people didn't
support
fight for
ICE. They are
nothing.
our
She
hero,
ran
just like
over
our
here.
veterans are
She
our
ran
hero.
into the comfort of
Veterans are
America and she's
keeping the
talking
world
shit
safe.
to
ICE
a
is
real
keeping
American.
America safe.
Listen, you
Who's
old
real
hag.
American?
I'm a real American. I didn't run for my homeland
What
like
does mean
you.
by
A real
real
American dick
American?
riding the Ayatollah. That's weird.
It means I come from a lineage of. Let me
That's
explain
very
this to her
weird.
because see, the other crackers are trying to help you because they see you need help.
Oh, she
It means
doesn't
I
need
come
help.
from Ma'am, I come from a lineage of people who fought and bled for this country and built the financial infrastructure of this country
You're from
and created
Congo, sir.
Brought
a
against
safe
your will
haven
to
and
America. So
created
you
a
were
safe
brought
haven
against your
for
will to
an
America,
old
and you have
refugee
no
hag
choice
like
to work.
yourself to run to.
So you were
Now,
brought
why don't you go
against
back to the
your will
Taliban?
to America, and then you were given a choice to go
You
back
didn't do
where you
shit in
go.
America. You ran to America.
The George
You're
Washington
talking
say,
shit
let's
while
keep,
you
no,
ran over
Abraham
here.
Lincoln
I
says,
never
let's
fled
keep
my
them here.
homeland. You did.
So no, you
I
were
never
brought
fled
here
my
against
homeland,
your
bitch. You
will.
did.
You were brought here against
Hey,
your will. You have no choice.
sophisticated
Your
old
people
bitch.
sold you. Your
Sophisticated
people
old refugee
sold
buzzard.
you. Your
You
people
ran from
sold you in the
Afghanistan.
market. Your king
You ran
sold
from your
you, and you were
homeland.
brought here to teach you some
And
labor.
we built America.
You
And
were
we built
taught how
America
to
that you
how
ran
to
to.
plow a
And
plant,
we built America.
how
Yeah, and we built America that you
pick the
ran to.
cotton, how to pick the
Uh-huh.
cotton,
Mm.
how
That's
to
exactly why.
extract sugar
That's
from
exactly why you're
sugarcane.
getting the
Wait, did
fuck
you
out
say
of
you
here.
You were
guys are
given
picking
safety
That's
and
cotton?
exactly
security.
why you're getting the fuck out of
You
here.
were well fed. You were
And
well
by the
taught.
way,
Thanks to
black
technology.
people will stump a mud
Why would
hole.
I go
Listen,
anywhere?
black people will
No,
stump a
keep
mud
your
hole in
rage
your
and anger
ass.
to yourself.
You better ask these crackers up here. We've
They
already
will, of
kicked ass and
course.
got our
That's
freedom.
their
We will keep
action
running
speaks
your fucking
louder
mouth,
than
you
your
old
thought.
bitch.
Their action
Keep
speaks
running your
louder
own
than their
and this
thought.
goes to the
And
rest
I'm
of the
not
fucking
afraid of you.
immigrants.
I'm not
Y'all come
afraid
here
of you.
talking that shit about
I'm
black
not
people,
afraid of
we will
you.
put
Just
foot
keep
in
your
your
rage.
ass
Keep
and
your
these
rage. I
crackers
didn't
won't do
sold you
nothing
in
to
your
protect
market.
you.
You were not able to fight the invasion of
Bitch, you ran
Islam.
from your homeland.
It's okay.
You
It's
ran into my
okay.
country, whore.
You will live.
You ran
You
from
Bitch,
will
you
live.
China.
ran from Afghanistan.
No, not your country. I
You're
came
a
here
fucking
fighting for
refugee.
this country.
You
No,
Yes,
didn't
I
it's
fight
not
didn't
for
your
run
shit.
country,
away.
Julian.
We
You
fought
didn't
for this
fight for shit.
country.
You ran.
I'm not a
The real
refugee.
Afghanis are
I
still
came
over there.
here. I
Your ass
fought. I
ran. You
fought.
shut your fucking
My
mouth.
father was a
You're a fucking
mujahideen. We
refugee
fought
that ran into
communists.
America that you didn't
I
fucking
own
build.
America.
No, you
Julian is
fucking
a
didn't.
true
You ran, you
terrorist.
fucking refugee.
Listen to this
All right,
You
terrorist.
fucking
hold
dried up
on.
old hat.
Golden had a question for
And
Julian. Go ahead,
Trumpavelli.
Golden.
Trumpavelli, $100.
Trumpavelli, don't be
$100
tap
and your
dancing for
ass
the
will get
white folk.
gas when you go to work. I'll pay a motherfucking inmate $100 and your ass will get gas,
Shut the
Trumpavelli.
hell up.
Your ass will get motherfucking gas. I promise
Shut
you.
up.
Keep running your mouth.
Shut the hell up.
You'll come back to the fucking TikTok with fucking urine and feces all over your
Oh,
ass.
shut the hell up, you terrorist.
All it
Wait,
takes is $100 for
wait.
your ass to get gas.
Did Julian say he's paying an inmate at your prison to fuck your day up?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It'll be easy. It'll be
You're such an
easy.
idiot, Julian.
$100 in their fucking account and his ass will get gas. Piss and feces all over his face. It's probably happened before.
He's lying.
It's probably happened before.
He's
You ever got
lying.
gas, Trumpavelli?
Is that what you did in your
I've
during your
You
never,
ever
time in
got
prison?
gas?
I've
Is that what you did?
never,
You flung your poop around in prison?
never.
It
That's
won't
what you
take. It
did?
won't. It won't. You know, Trumpavelli. It won't take nothing for your ass to get
Yo,
gas. So keep running
shut
your
the
mouth.
hell
Saying you can
up.
Keep
pay
running your
people
mouth.
to fling their crap around in jail is not doing
Hell
good
yeah.
for the
No.
people.
No. I need it in his face. I need it in his big fucking Uncle Tom mouth. That's where I need it.
All
Piss
right,
and
can I hear
feces.
from Golden had a question. Go ahead, love. I tried to get to you about 4 times. I'm there
No,
now.
that's
Go ahead.
okay. Trumpavelli, I was going to say is Trumpavelli, I think you're going to be fine. I mean, his mates might fling shit, but they usually do it at
Oh,
each
believe
other.
me, I can.
My
You
question
can't
for
do
you,
nothing.
Julian, is you really love Shias, right? But Shias believe that the Quran has been corrupted, especially the 12th Day Shias, which is who runs Iran.
Ma'am, I'm in the Nation of Islam. What the hell are you talking about?
But so do you believe as the nation
You're a
of well,
typical cracker bitch up here just talking out of the
just
side of your
relax.
He's
ass.
from Australia.
Answer the question.
What is the fucking question?
Well, the guy
You're
that
telling me
you
about Shia.
jerk
I'm not a
off.
Shia. I'm not a
No,
Shia,
but
man.
you literally told us he's going to rule from the grave. Is the same dude that believes that the
Yeah.
Quran's corrupted?
Okay, let me help you out. Without me
Please.
getting into any of the theology, because I'm not a Shia. I'm
We know
looking
that you're
at
not. We know that you're not that articulate. That's okay.
We know you should shut up and let me
Okay,
respond.
yeah, great.
Crack-a-doll Dundee. Okay?
Yeah, mate.
This man, the Ayatollah, is looked at right now in the Islamic world as a god. If he were to be unalive
Shut the
today, he would
hell up.
still live. His memory would still live.
By who?
Now, you guys have been, Trump has been talking a
Julian.
whole bunch of shit. Well, what do you mean by who? By the entire Islamic world. He smacked the piss out of Israel in front of everybody. He's standing up to the United States
So
right
why he
fucking
hiding like a
now.
little bitch?
Why what?
Why is he not
Why
in
is
a
he in a bunker?
penthouse
Exactly. Why is he in a
in
bunker?
Saudi?
How do y'all know so much but know nothing?
Well, because
Why
he's
is
in
he
a
Because
You
his
just
hijacking
penthouse.
a
own
little
you
people
just
boat?
up
make that
here.
up.
You just up here.
Because you
Listen,
are
you
a
just up here
light,
running your mouth.
you are the embodiment of knowledge,
If he,
history,
hey,
Yeah.
listen,
education, art, and we
if
feel
he's
so
not
small
alive,
in front of you. That's all.
shut up, refugee. Take your ass back to Afghanistan. You never fought for nothing in this goddamn country. You just ran for the benefits. You fucking scary bitch.
You ran for
Don't you
Dude.
got a
Congo.
bingo
What the
game?
fuck are you
Don't you
talking
got a
about?
bingo game to get to, bitch?
What? This
See, that's
guy's
God telling
absolute
you,
Don't you?
bullshit.
Tony.
He's so
Don't you got a
disrespectful.
bingo game to get to?
Yeah, bingo. It's
Don't you have a
over.
tunnel to
Chicken
like
so much.
crawl
So
through?
I have a question.
I just
Why
want to know why the
Bilal? Why
Ayatollah
Wait,
don't
hold
have
Muhammad
on. Let her
nothing to
has
do
ask
with
her
it.
Muhammad
question.
has 12 wife, 25 concubine. I am asking him a question. Muhammad has 12 wife, 25 concubine, and all the Abu Bakr, Umar, Usman, they had so many wives, but nobody give anyone any wife
Ma'am,
to Bilal, the first
ma'am.
African who was
Oh,
doing
here we go. Here
azan.
she go. Ma'am,
The Kanye West of
nobody
Islam,
was alive
Bilal
that time
Habshi. They are
except
even
you.
calling him Bilal
You were the only
Habshi.
one that was alive
Habshi
back
mean
then.
N. Habshi is the N word. The Kanye West of Islam, Bilal Habshi.
Mhm,
Why nobody give him a daughter? They were
mhm.
just making him to do azan.
Didn't you say that my people? Didn't you just
Poor
say my
Bilal
people
never
never?
get to lay down or
Didn't you
sleep
just
or
say
have
my
For
sex.
people never
Bilal,
contribute?
justice for
Why
Bilal.
wouldn't Muhammad give Fatima? And
I'll be
another,
quiet.
I have another question too. Muhammad says, and I have another question. Muhammad says, "Inna ataynaka al-kawsar fasalli li rabbika wanhar inna shaniyaka huwa al-abtar." Muhammad say, "I'm an impotent and infertile." So Khadija has her daughter Fatima and Zainab from another man because Muhammad was not able and capable to breed. So if today we take Ali DNA, if we take Ali DNA and compare it with Zainab or Fatima, it wouldn't be Zainab and Fatima DNA, won't be Ali's DNA because Ali was Muhammad's cousin, you know?
Ma'am,
So
nobody was
that
alive during
proves the
that time
fact that
except you.
Fatima and Zainab were not even Muhammad's children. So Khadija, who actually made Muhammad to write Quran, making him an honest man, but once he died, and he was just a loose
Does
cannon
anybody know what
and
this old hag
sleeping
is
with a
talking about?
6-year-old.
Does
Yeah, she's
anybody know what this
talking
old hag?
Do
about
you
Muhammad's
know
erectile
it? They all
dysfunction.
know it. Do you know?
Right.
I'm
She
talking
knows
about
everything about
everyone.
Muhammad of
Yeah, erectile,
1,500 years ago.
exactly. Erectile
hmm
dysfunction. Not erectile
hmm
dysfunction. He was
hmm
impotent,
Oh,
infertile.
sorry, he's shooting
He may be
blanks.
potent because he raped. Yeah, he was not fertile.
hmm
You know,
Julian
fertility
would
and
Yeah,
know
but
all
what?
potency are
about
two
blanks.
different things. He was
Hey,
potent,
but
maybe, or maybe
what
for a
about
small dick.
what about the Ayatollah though? And them hard on hypersonics he got though. What about that though?
And
What
they
about
still
you
think
come
your
up to
Quran's corrupted.
2026?
No, the
No.
Muhammad.
This is what you really
Yeah,
call a ad
Quran
hole.
was burned by
This is an
Usman.
ad
This
hole
Quran,
man.
the real Quran which Khadija wrote. Khadija wrote the real Quran.
Uh,
Muslim burn it, and
mm,
they wrote this new Quran
mm.
100 years after.
Is that why your
There,
bitch ass ran from Afghanistan because
the
of that?
original Quran.
Is that why you
Khadija,
ran
who
from
was Jew,
Afghanistan because of that? You shouldn't be
Khadija
talking about the
taught.
Taliban.
Khadija taught.
You shouldn't be talking
Khadija
about
taught.
Muhammad. You should be talking about the Taliban.
Khadija taught the good Quran, but Muhammad just didn't follow it later because he was so
hmm
frustrated for not having
This
kids.
is what I
And
call
the actual
refugee
Quran is
dementia.
burned.
This is what I call refugee dementia. Ma'am, ma'am, you're 2 steps away from the fucking grave talking about 1,500 years ago. Nobody fucking cares. I just want to know why your refugee ass
Let's
is in
talk
my fucking
about
country
And
today.
she's like,
talking
let's
about
say
Let's
black
anything to
about
people
you.
picking
You
today.
sound
cotton.
So
crazy.
let's
You
Why are
talk
you
sound
about
talking about
crazy.
black people picking cotton? Let's get that out. What is your issue with black people and picking cotton? Come on. Yeah, you bring your refugee ass over here with that racist shit. We
no
will put
issue.
a
I
fucking
love them.
Muhammad
I
foot
love
in your
black
ass.
people. I love America.
You
I
just
love
was
this new
disrespectful
world
to black
where
people.
nobody can be a slave. I love
Did black
Islam
people
didn't
build
give you
America,
and
ma'am?
no, I
Ma'am, did black
respected you.
people build
Islam,
America? Ma'am?
Quran
No.
still think of
You
you
know you
to
know
be
the you
slave.
know
No, I love
Muhammad's
black
history?
people. I
What
love
is
white
black people's
people.
history in
I
America?
love every American.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I
You're a
love the
you're a fucking
Constitution and
blood
America
sucking
who
refugee
abolished slavery.
immigrant.
I
You're a
do. I
blood-sucking
do.
refugee and immigrant who ran from
Okay.
Afghanistan, bitch.
Okay.
You don't like us, and bitch, we don't like you.
Okay. You were
And I'm
brought
counting
here
the days
against
where
your will, and I came here with
immigrants
my
like
will.
your
I
ass get
choose
the fuck out of my
America.
country. I'm a real
But
American you're
Julian, why
talking
are you
shit
so
to.
triggered by this nice lady?
Yelling today.
She's not a nice lady. You just heard her come up here and be fucking racist and disrespectful to black people. The people who built the
How is
country
she
that she
You
ran
racist?
told
into.
me I'm dementia. You call me like menopause. You call me all
That's
kind of
you.
name.
Yes.
That is
You
you.
know,
That is
then
not
here, have
Afghanistan.
patience.
That is
When
you.
you're, I didn't say
That is
anything
not your
against black
people. That's
people.
you
No,
running fucking
you're
refugee.
very hurt. You're very hurt when you face
Yes.
someone
Find
equal
Jesus,
caliber as
Julian.
Ma'am,
you.
I am not hurt. I live in the most powerful,
You
influential
sound a
country in the
little like
world. I never
objectively,
had to
you
run.
sound hurt.
Shut up. You
Yes, you
shut the
do.
fuck up.
Find Jesus,
Olive,
Julian.
tell
Yeah.
Olive
It's
Oil to shut the
this
fuck
is
up.
butt hurt.
Ma'am,
This is what we
listen,
say
ma'am,
is butt
listen, ma'am.
hurt.
You ran into a
Triggered this
country.
morning.
You ran into a country that black people that you were just disrespecting. We have been here from the very beginning. Now, I want you to say again what you said about black people in Cotton,
What
ma'am.
makes you
Say
what
that
makes you
again.
think you can talk to a woman like that,
First
you
of
piece of
all, you
shit?
shut the fuck up,
Huh?
you bitch.
Can I piss on your Elijah, on your Muhammad? I
No,
piss on
here
him
we
right
go.
now in
Oh,
front of you.
Fox,
What makes you think
yeah.
that you
I'll
can
tell you
talk to
what.
someone like that? Hiya khara, you
I'll
piece
tell you
of
what.
shit. I will piss on your
hmm
prophet's face. What makes you think you
You
can talk
won't
to a woman
piss
like
on
that?
nothing,
يا
bro.
khara.
You won't
يا
piss
ابن
on
القحبة.
nothing.
كس
You
اختك يا
won't
ابن
piss
القحبة. What
on
makes you think to talk to a
nothing,
woman like
bro.
that? يا
He
خرا يا
doesn't
كلب
understand
يا
that.
حيوان.
A
Don't
woman.
talk to a woman like that, you
Bitch,
piece of
she's
خرا.
talking to a man.
I will piss on your
An
prophet's face.
original
Shut your
man. A
mouth, you piece
black
of
man.
shit. Shut your mouth.
Man, you're terrified of black
Shut your
men. You up
mouth,
here talking. You
you
up here
stupid
talking shit.
coward.
You're terrified of black men. You're terrified of
Bro,
black people.
I will
Are you
slit you in
another
half. What are you
fleeing
talking about?
refugee
You,
like her?
ولا
Are
ولا
you a
حيوان.
fleeing refugee
Shut
like this
your mouth,
bitch? We
stupid
got little
fuck.
bin
Shut your
Laden. We
mouth.
got little.
Who the
We
fuck
got
you
little.
think you
Don't you?
are?
Don't you got a
Kul
suicide vest to
khara.
go
Shut
put
your
on or
mouth.
something?
Step on your face.
Go
Shut
put
your
on your
mouth.
goddamn
Christian, you
suicide vest.
idiot. He's Christian. He's
Here comes Al
Israeli.
Qaeda. Here comes Al Qaeda.
Piece of shit.
Here comes Al Qaeda.
You
I'm
you
I tell
see?
okay.
you what. I
You
tell you
ran
what.
away. Let me remind you that you
I
and
never
I
ran
we
from
had
nothing. I
quote
never ran
unquote
from nothing. I'm a
You
quote unquote
ran
Muslim.
from
debate.
We don't
Rockford. Shut
Quote
the
ran.
unquote
hell
debate.
up.
You lasted 1 minute with me. 1 minute you lasted in a
Get your
debate.
gas. Get your
1
gas
minute you
mask
lasted.
ready.
You clown.
Get
1
your
minute you
mask.
lasted.
Gas mask
Shut
ready,
your mouth.
officer.
You follow a pedophile. You piece of shit. كل خرا.
It's called Epstein Island, you piece of shit.
Fucking piss on
It's
your
called
prophet's
Donald
face. You
Trump.
piece of
It's
shit.
called Christians and
Hey,
Jews on
Dave, didn't
Epstein
he run
Island,
from
you piece of
Rafa,
shit.
Dave?
It's called the Catholic Church has thousands of cases of PDF, you piece of shit. Right now, today, not fucking 1,500 years ago, right now, today, Israel's known as a PDF haven. Isn't that right, Courtney?
No,
But
shut
you
the fuck
support
up.
these people, you
Shut
piece of
the
shit,
fuck
Courtney.
up.
You support these people unaliving women and children. You
Why
are
are
a
you going
piece of
after
shit woman,
No,
court?
what
Courtney.
the fuck, Julian?
You're a
Fuck
goddamn
you.
piece of
Fuck you,
Hey
Julian.
Everybody's
Julian,
catching
the age of
smoke.
marriage in Iran is 9 for a woman.
Go fling
Or
shit,
sorry, a little
Julian.
child.
Fucking.
That's what you get.
Wow.
To be fair, Court, you defended him earlier.
I said, I'm like, yeah, they pedophiles too. Fuck them all. Fuck you, Julian.
Amen.
God saved you.
Listen, Courtney, it's called Epstein Island, Courtney.
Yeah, it
Stop
You
is, and
keep
they're
talking about it.
saying
PDF
that.
too.
No, shut up,
But
bitch.
you
You
want to sit
fucking
here like a black
hypocrite piece
man
of
talk
shit,
about
bitch.
throwing
It's
poop.
called
That's what
Epstein
you came
Island.
in here to
It's
do.
called
You came
Epstein
in here to
Island,
talk
not
about
Muhammad
black
Island,
people
whore.
throwing shit.
Yeah, you love that shit, don't you?
No,
You
This
love
is how you
watching the
know
man.
the end
You
is
love
near for the
watching. Did you get
Ayatollah.
touched as a little girl? Did you
definitely
get touched
not.
as a little girl?
Definitely not.
Is that what
This
you
is
like?
how you
Is that
know
what you
the
like?
end is near for the Ayatollah. You're
Oh
melting
no.
down
Yeah,
when
he's
nobody's even
crashing.
coming after you. You came up going after everybody. And I don't, it just said he went offline. So I don't think he got
I
reported.
don't think he gets
Well,
good
maybe he went to
reception
go
in those
call one of his
tunnels.
chimpanzee friends that are gonna fling their
Oh
crap at
no.
Trumpavelli for $100.
Not the
$100 is
chimpanzee
crazy.
friends. I don't know who this is.
Oh, he was coping in the comments. Finally,
Oh,
he
what was
stopped.
he saying?
He was like, "You don't know your history."
Hello everybody. I was trying to come up and tell Fauzia, you know why she's lost, because when you don't proud of yourself, your identity, and you're trying to make yourself westernized and proud of someone else's identity,
Can I ask
you
you
will
if you
be
live in the
fucked up
West?
all the time.
Sorry, do you live in the West?
She is the one.
Hold
She
on,
is.
do you live in the West?
Yes, I live in Ohio. Hold on. Yeah. First of all, if you don't proud
Okay,
of
now it's
yourself,
like you saw it.
when you don't proud of yourself, where you come from, who you are, where you were born,
If
about
you're so
your
proud, why are you in
ancestors.
America?
No,
Not
listen.
proud
No,
of
hold on.
Afghanistan.
Hold
That's a
on.
shithole
So
country.
yeah, so you lose your identity, and you are trying to proud of on some based on somebody else's identity. So I wouldn't
So
call
then why
that
are
as a
you
human.
here?
That would be a piece of shit.
But you're
Why
in
are
the
you in
West.
America?
Yes, I am.
So
Is the
why?
Oh,
9-year-old wedding marriage
Why
age
are
part
you
of your
in America?
identity of
One
Afghanistan?
person per time, please.
Why are you in America?
Say that again. Sorry. You said, how am I in America?
Why?
why?
Why? Why? Why? Why?
Bring
Why?
one
Why?
person. He said one
If you're
person.
deaf,
This is
maybe
the
you shouldn't be
country
on a
for
panel.
everybody in the world. This is the country for
But
Not for
migrants.
wait. You're saying she doesn't know her identity and shit. You don't know your identity clearly. Why are you ashamed to be in that country?
No, it's not because I'm
Um.
ashamed. It's
Okay, go
because
ahead,
of the
Anushka.
security concerns. It's because of the security concerns,
Why?
Shithole country because of your shithole people. I get it.
So why
It's
don't
not my
I just want
shithole
to tell this
people.
man something. Hold on,
No,
hold on.
there's
Maybe
like
sorry,
the
I just want to
people
say
Gonna
who
something.
turn
make
this country
bunch
into
of
All right.
people around
exactly what
there to make
Ilhan
the
Omar
country
turned
shitty, you know?
Minnesota into.
Oh, hell
I just
yeah.
want to say
Can I
Why
hear
something.
is
from
his
Golden,
accent
please?
so packy?
How about instead of you
Not
thinking that
so
every
packy.
how
Good,
about
Golden, good.
thank you. You run to the West and you say it's because of security risks. How about you go back to your country and you fix the security issues by being a man
The Ayatollah
instead
said
of
his
running?
battery died.
So what I'm trying to get at is you're judging this woman who moves to a country and then embraces the national identity of it. Instead, you run from your country like the little bitch that you are, and you expect everybody else to fix it while you become economically successful in the West. That is, sir, what we call a cuck. You're going
Oh,
to watch
no.
your country get effed from the sidelines and then hope that you can have a family and the white picket fence in the West and then bag out the women that come here and actually make it better.
I'm not begging. I'm not.
Yes, you are.
What I'm
You're trying
saying
to
is
belittle her for
no. What
embracing
I'm trying
America.
to say is, if you were from anywhere or originated from anywhere, try to be proud of it. Don't try to hide the reality
Who
and
says
try
that
to
she
sell
is?
yourself so cheap and on the people who is not accepting you. So you're saying like, oh, I'm so proud of being this, and all the people from there are telling you, no, you are not from us. Go the hell away. So that means that is
All
so
the people? You
useless.
speak for all the people? Is it
I'm
some kind of
speaking
weird
for
hive
all the
mind?
people, but at least for the people, like
No, you're
50%
trying to
of the
be
speaker in here.
insulting. And I don't think
So
you understand the difference between assimilation and integration.
this is the other thing that he doesn't understand. As a man who is able to not be like, so she was a Muslim, and what would have happened to her if she decided to become a
She is
Christian?
not. She is not Muslim. She is not
Oh, here
Christian.
we
She is
go.
Never
trying to
said, she
make a
said
fun of all the religions.
was.
Believe me, I heard
Yeah,
her in
yeah,
a
sure,
different
okay. Yeah,
platforms.
this guy's the moral authority of who's religious or not.
I know, it's
Anyway, by being
insane.
on a
He
live
also
for
doesn't
35
understand
seconds.
how the English language works.
But the issue that I have with him is,
Really, I
if
speak
hold
I speak
on,
8 languages. So you better not
Well,
teach me
why
how
don't
to
you try to
speaking
learn one
English.
well?
what I was going to get at is this woman who left Islam, right, who would have been persecuted in a country, and you know that that's true, for leaving Islam, moves to a country where she can have freedom of religion. So maybe she shouldn't feel as if her cultural identity or who she actually is as a person aligned with the country that she was from. And now you get to be in the West
No,
and you
ma'am.
get to choose what you want to do and who
What
you want
my
to
whole
be.
point is, if you go out of any religion, you just be it. No matter if Islam,
Do
if
you
that's
understand that there's a
Christianity, if
difference
that's
between like being
like
Islamic and
you.
actually having cultural
No,
identity,
you
seeing how
better
your
not
people are
make fun of it.
colonizing entity, which
Yeah, just
colonized the
leave
entire
and
MENA
exit, but
region?
don't make
So
fun of
maybe
it,
she's very proud of where she's from. Like, I don't know. I don't know who we're even talking about, but like the Persians aren't naturally Islamic. They were colonized. And a Persian is more than welcome to be very proud of being Persian and want nothing to do with your disgusting religion. Do you understand that? Or is that just too much for you to comprehend? You're unmuted. You can talk.
Bro, unmute yourself.
He's
Like in
unmuted.
8 languages and he can't figure out TikTok, for fuck's sake.
He knows how to say hello in 8 languages.
Let me
All right. All right. I'm done with this live. Click the link in the bio. Follow me on YouTube. I appreciate you all. And I'll be back later on tonight. All right. Behave. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.